I forgot to unmute myself. Welcome, everyone. Wait a sec. Yay. Welcome everyone. Welcome, добро пожаловать. What can I say? Twitch didn't start it, so we on YouTube and Trovo right now live, and I suppose that this Twitch decided not to let anyone who multi-streaming to like multi-stream, either on Twitch or nowhere else, or if you anywhere else you not on Twitch. Is that the official Twitch position right now? No, or it because I updated OBS and the settings broken, but they shouldn't, because everything else works normal, and that's it. We on YouTube right now, and probably only should I just move to only one platform that's the only one that works, and stream only there? Probably, maybe, I don't know. No, I suppose in that case I will have a better overlays, that's because I can take something from Stream Elements and make them on my own. So, like, completely restart the whole account of Stream Elements and make it work. It would only work on YouTube. So maybe that's a good thing. Maybe not. Who knows? I'm not sure. Either way, welcome, welcome. We're here to continue our fun dubbing and playing through Tyrion Cuthbert, Attorney of Arcane, the episode 2, that's called The Walking Dead, and that's why the name of the stream is there Necromancy involved? Because we don't know. Maybe it's just a fantasy world. Fantasy world means that there can be necromancy over there. There's some spell shenanigans, and yeah. So the reason I have to update OBS is that welcome to the stream. The reason I had to update OBS is that when I tried to capture the video for trailer reactions and for What's New This Week video, it constantly crashed over and over again. And so I have to update it because the new graphic driver was in a way. Well, and because I have to update it, we have to change the way how dynamic mask work, because StreamFix has a paywall right now, and the usual dynamic mask and source mirrors doesn't work, so I have to learn how to do dynamic mask for overlay in with source clone and how's it called, and blend opacity, the other way. The whole point is I have to do it the other way around, and now the dynamic lighting, when the colors repeat after the colors on the main game screen are there, but the whole scene is quite a little bit darker, and that's it. So we have to adapt and prevail at whatever is limiting us, and that's it. So I was able to make What's New This Week video number 100. Every time I say how much stuff came out. That was already out on different platforms. Also came out. Also Futurama is back, the first time, and for me it felt like it's first time, and I watched the first episode, and they did make a joke. The show returned like four times after was stopping, like ending and canceling. So I was feeling right. I'm a true fan of Futurama, and apparently I watched the 7th season. I just don't remember it, and Because I recognize the aging. They started the 8th season from where they ended when there was a portal and time stopped and whatever there was. And there was a lot of good jokes. I didn't laugh at on any, but I was smiling. I was smiling through the whole first episode of Futurama. I'm glad the gang's back. What else? What else? What else to say? What else I can say? I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Squeeze something in chat. We also had to put a bunch of trailer reactions to make them like two a day, because there's not many of them, just 14 videos. Not many. I suppose there will be stuff that will be announced soon on Gamescom. How soon is Gamescom? In August? Somewhere in August, in the middle of it. So we have to get by with whatever we have. So yeah, Tyrion Cuthbert, I thought there was Arcane, it's second season. Yeah, we have to go. We have to go, and I have to start the game. What is it? 7 minutes. I was speaking for 7 minutes. Yay! I shouldn't be proud of myself for speaking over 7 minutes, but it's 7 minutes. I'm usually like talk around 2. Which is not much. Oh, also I keep working on the Card Shark, on making a fun-up version of Card Shark, and the first episode would be around 2 hours, but always dialogues and a gameplay, also like right tutorials how to cheat in cards. So it's worth it. It definitely will be worth it. But I just also should I put a disclaimer like I'm not a French, so sorry for butchering your language. What else can I say? What else can I say? Tyrion Cuthbert. I need to launch Steam and start Tyrion Cuthbert. Also, new Stable Diffusion version came out. I'm not sure I will be using it for thumbnails yet, because it's without any text embeddings, without any training. All the lore that I made and other people made won't be working on SDXL, so we have to wait until it properly start working, until people will optimize it. Also, I need to find out how to make LoRa's for SDXL, because I will have to retrain everything for SDXL in order to work. Whatever I want to do, like everything is based on my Vtuber model and on all the characters that I like, that I made a lot of. What else? Tyrion Cuthbert, I turn it low. Let us start episode 2. Access the Steam community while playing. Should I? Wait. What is it? Jazz music. Do you like jazz? Okay. We're here. We're back here. It's so loud. Loud? Wait. New? Case 2. The Walking Dead. Start the game from episode 2? Yes, because we finished episode 1 previously. I'm curious, is it also a 4 hour long? If like 330? If so, then I'll just make every stream like every case. So Also, I need to remember voices. How did I voice someone? Wallace Nightgrave? Let me go! Let me go. I'm not going anywhere until I see her.
I'm sorry, Wallace, but she's already passed. There is nothing more they could have done.
How? This academy teaches the best mages in the kingdom. At times they couldn't do anything.
Her condition was much worse than we thought. The kingdom's magic isn't advanced enough to treat something like this.
The lesser Stillwind can rain meteors from the sky. William Fragge can teleport entire caravans across the continent. Are you telling me that your mages couldn't cure one disease?
I'm sorry. I truly am.
Emily. Episode 2. The Walking Dead. Have no relation to comics. Wait, I forgot. I need a drink. I'll be right back. Because I will be talking a lot. And by talking a lot, I mean a lot. A lot. I'll be reading a lot of stuff, a lot of text. I do need drinking. Okay, because Tyrion Cuthbert is the main character, I can just use my usual voice. I'm sorry, Celeste, but there's no way out of this. Celeste's attention is sharply focused on the chessboard between you two. You can see her eyes quickly dart from piece to piece.
Just give me a second. I can still win this.
Celeste, there's no way for you to avoid checkmate next turn. Just surrender. She ignores you and continues staring at the pieces.
Zed, what about Zed?
Checkmate.
Damn it! Will you two keep it down? We're in a library.
Miss Timona glances at the chessboard.
I hope you didn't spend the entire morning playing around. I've been working hard, Ruby. Already learned 2 new spells for months since we got here. Well, at least there's that. What about you, Cuthbert?
Well... You've lost a stammering tells her exactly how much progress you've made. I couldn't find any books about the subject we've been looking into. You spent an entire day combing through the Kingdom Imperial Library, especially the Eye of Horus. During Celeste's trial, you awakened to a new ability that you never used before. Up until then, you said that the Eye could only see surface level thoughts. But during that moment with Garrick Pierce, the Eye of Horus was empowered, and you could see far more than usual. You told Mr. Mona about what happened, and it made you both wonder what other hidden abilities the Eye might have. You have decided it's time to find out more about the Eye and its origins. This library supposedly held the kingdom's entire knowledge of magic and the arcane arts. But you couldn't find a single mention of any ability like the Eye.
Does the kingdom seriously lack knowledge about it? Or do we need to look somewhere else? Are you sure you can tell me what you're researching? Are you sure you can tell me what you're researching? I traveled around the world. I might have seen something like that.
You entertain the thought for a moment, but you haven't known her for very long. The of course is supernatural abilities that can be decided by a spell compendium. You always been worried about what the kingdom might do to you if they ever found out about it. Sorry, it's not something I can really talk about.
Fine.
If I had to guess, I'll say that they are looking into supernatural phenomena. You and Celeste nearly jump out of your chairs. Ah, it's a girl's voice.
If I had to guess, I would say that they're looking into supernatural phenomena.
We look over to where the voice came from. She used to be a student at the academy. How long was she there? You didn't notice her presence at all. You also feel like she looks oddly familiar.
I'm terribly sorry if I startled you, but I couldn't help but overhear your conversation.
As the girl approaches your table, you see another student frantically running after her. Eris, you can just... I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's fine, Wallace. I'm sorry, but who are you two? Sorry, so incredibly rude of me. My name is Eris Gilmatter.
Iris Selmatter, occupation student.
And this is Wallace Nightgrave. We're both students here.
Hi. Wallace Nightgrave, occupation student.
Not to be rude, but that was a private conversation. Just how much do you hear? I wonder. Reading about the supernatural is actually a hobby of mine. I might be able to help you with your research, Mr. Cuthbert. And what makes you so sure that's what we were researching? Mr. Cuthbert had a bad habit of muttering to himself when he thinks. I assume that his research had something to do with the supernatural.
You feel a piercing side glance from Miss Timona. You're with eye contact. You're with eye contact with her. But anyways, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Of course, I'd be happy to help. Wait. Fine, I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
There was a stutter effect. There something happened. Like, was she just brainwashed into saying yes? She had to say stop it, but immediately she did the girl stop time and brainwashed? Or wait, it's the same? It's the same as Eye of Horus? She was manipulated into thinking, okay, fine?
Just remember to show some discretion, Tyrion.
Right. She was in Vision in previous episode. What can I see here? The library is full of books for educational purposes. We've been coming through these books all morning. There's some sort of notice tapped to one of the shelves. Due to the constant misuse of Arcane Construct's voice systems, voice lines can now only be said by Headmaster Redmond. You wonder what it's referring to. It's a globe of the world. It's amazing how many other nations are aside from Vivengard.
I've been to the most of these places. You should come with me next time, Tyrion.
Then I thought, maybe you can travel with her when you're less busy. It's a table for students to sit at. You've been sitting here with Celeste all morning. It's a holy text of some sort. It must be related to the Church of Bahamut. Like a Genius of Bahamut. Where's the main guy with the afro? Okay, talk. Harrison Willis. So you two are students at the Imperial Academy?
Yes, I'm currently studying illusion magic. Illusions? That kind of magic that lets you turn invisible, right? Technically, yes, but few mages ever reach a level of high enough for that. I'm the best at me that I'm never able to cast invisibility. It's still pretty cool. What about you, Wallace? Wallace has his own unique field of study.
Necromancy? It's probably not your place to pry.
Aaron is talking about you two.
But really?
It's rare for school to let you any. It's rare for school to let any outsiders in.
That makes sense. This library isn't exactly open to the public. You're only able to get access to it because of Miss Timona connections.
You only ever get occasional visits for the noble houses. So I was curious as to who was able to break this dull monotony. Well, I'm a mercenary. But now I work as Tyrion's bodyguard.
Mercenary? After her trial, it turned out that Celeste was more than capable of affording your services. However, Miss Timon still proposed a different arrangement. After indicting Garrick Pierce, you painted a large target on your back. Instead of being a mercenary, Miss Timon decided to hire her as your bodyguard. She figured you feel more comfortable around someone you were already friends with. Anyways, I'm a defense attorney.
Defense attorney? Huh. My apologies, just not what I was expecting.
What's that supposed to mean?
Supernatural phenomena. I wonder why you would be researching such a thing. Yeah, I want to know too.
I'm sorry, but I can't really say.
Regardless, there are many spells in this world. So, why are you so convicted that this phenomenon wasn't produced by a spell?
What we're looking into doesn't seem to follow the classic rules of magic.
Oh? How so? Please tell me.
It was created by someone who's not a mage.
Oh, really? So you're saying that this was something created by a person?
The words came out of your mouth before you realized it. You sent a small apologetic look to Miss Timona.
That does remind me of a story.
Story?
Mr. Cuthbert, do you know the legend about how the kingdom of Vavangard was created?
You mean the story about the ancient dragons?
The ancient what? Does Vavangard have a story about ancient dragons?
I mean, it's called Wyvern. It's supposed to be about Wyvern, at least. It's only about one ancient dragon. The Church of Wachenut refers to him as the Scale Lord. I'm sure you even heard people mention him before. Legend said that the first mages were created centuries ago by him. At that time, our kingdom was caught in the middle of brutal war. With no way to defend themselves, the kingdom was on the brink of destruction. Our people prayed to Bahamut, the god of dragons, for salvation. And almost as if to answer their prayers, Ratalion, the last Scale Lord, appeared before them. The Scale Lord bestowed the gift of magic on a band of heroes who were fighting on the front lines. With their magic, those heroes utterly overtook the kingdom's enemies and single-handedly won the war. It's said that these heroes went into the form of noble houses of today.
What a load of nonsense. That story is nothing but religious propaganda to prop up the noble houses. Regardless, the significance of this legend is the Scale Lord himself.
Do you mean Ratalion?
Ratalion bestowed the powers to become a mage on several individuals. And to this day, the power can only be passed down genetically. Can you think of the arcane spells that can produce something like that?
No, I suppose not.
Ratalion must have had powers that weren't bound by the laws of arcane arts. In other words, he could create supernatural phenomena without following the rules of magic. Please, do you honestly expect us to believe a story like that? It's completely unrealistic. As unrealistic as non-mage using supernatural powers?
She has a point. It's a far-fetched story. It's a far-fetched theory, but it's honestly the closest thing you have to a lead right now.
Of course it would be you, of course it would be you, Lot, making all this noise.
Huh? Again, another girl.
Of course it would be you, Lot, making all this noise.
Suddenly, a woman who appears to be instructor approaches you. She looks upon each of you with equal amount of disdain. Professor Bellwether. Name Catherine Bellwether. Occupation Professor.
That is Professor Bellwether to you. But didn't he just call you? I knew letting you rubble into our walls would lead to nothing but trouble. You will start a session with some malcontents. The headmaster gave us express permission to be here. If you have an issue with that, take it up with him. Huh! I'll have you know that I was on my way to do just that. Wallace,
Yes.
how am I supposed to understand you when you're stuttering?
Yes, Professor Bellwether.
Start out your uniform and fix that awful hair. You look like a street urchin. It's most unreasonable to expect anything more.
He both sad and angry.
And as for... I'll be on my way.
Again? She done it again? And we're not noticing?
What a bitch!
Celeste.
Oh, come on, we're all thinking it. Anyways, with that out of the way, shall we begin?
What? Why do you keep detecting fear from Celeste?
Wallace, you finished this week's assignment, haven't you? What do you want happens next with your research?
I don't know.
Now that you mention it, I could really use some help finding a specific spell formula. You know you were around here, right, Wallace?
Okay. He's scared and happy. Or surprised and happy. Don't worry, Miss Timona. I'll be more careful from now on.
Please do. I still have some business to take care of here, so I'll leave you all to it.
You'll spend the next few hours searching through the library books with Sajeas. You hadn't thought to look into the ancient dragons. The library had books about them in abundance. There was one problem though. There are a lot of myths and stories about the ancient dragons, but it's pretty difficult to tell fact from fiction with these accounts.
It can be helped. The Church of Bahamut is the dominant religion in our kingdom. We have the bones of dragons displayed in museums, but those bones are only widely known evidence of dragons' existence.
Except for Italian, possibly. I wonder if he's still alive, like you said.
I wouldn't be surprised. Despite everything, our kingdom constitution still includes him in our government.
Wait, really?
As a savior of our kingdom, he and his kin were given a honorary position in our political hierarchy. The ancient dragons authority technically roused at our king Oliver.
Wow, I had no idea. How have I never heard of this before?
To be honest, that was just a way to revere him and appease the church.
Well, Italian couldn't possibly be any worse than the nobility. Or could he? Ah! You're so stuck in your own thoughts that you accidentally bump into a bookshelf. The shelf begins to tip over and you're able to catch it before it fully falls over. But not before several books fall out from their shelves. To hit the ground was a cacophony of studs. Some students glanced in your direction. Be quiet! Sorry! Be quiet! Iris begins jiggling. She seems amused by what's happening.
Hey, are you okay? I heard aloud. Oh!
Celeste stares at the pile of fallen books.
What did you do?
Forget that. Just help me clean this up.
No, there's no need for that. Construct, I require assistance.
Acknowledged.
What?
Upon Nere's command, one of the nearby suits of armor suddenly sprang to life and began walking towards you. The voice coming out of it sounds human, but it lacks emotion. Why does it sound familiar? Wait, did you designate Eris?
Yes, this is an arcane construct. It's suit of armor that animated using artificery. They're designed to carry out various tasks for the students.
Arcane constructs. Type clue. Arcane constructs are suit of armor that are animated using artificery. They can carry out simple tasks when ordered to. The ones of the Imperial Academy speak using the voice of Catherine Bellwether. These voice lines can only be changed or adjusted by the Academy headmaster. Every command given to a caster starts in this command log. However, this command log must be clearly regularly. It's voice of Catherine Bellwether without any emotion. Oh, how do I depict it? So not a robotic one. Where's the voice? Where's the voice of construct? Oh well. I'll use a robotic one.
Really? I didn't know any cycles that existed. They're still experimental, so they aren't available to the public yet. With that being said, Construct, please place these books back to where they belong.
Acknowledged. On Eddie's command, the construct begins quickly picking up the books. It moves with inhuman efficiency. After only a few seconds, all of the books are back on their shelves.
Wow! So they do whatever you tell them to do? Well, there are some limits too. Construct, tell the time fairest minutes you've ever seen.
Command rejected.
What?
I guess they're not allowed to lie. You feel a sharp pain into your side as Celeste quickly jabs you.
The construct voice is just a series of pre-recorded messages. I'm not sure if you noticed, but it uses the voice of Professor Bellwether. Unfortunately, you can't make them say anything other than what's recorded. Only the headmaster can change the settings.
Artificers can do... Artificers that can record audio. I've never seen anything like that.
But you just said that they're experimental, right? Maybe if I keep asking it, it'll give up and do it. Not advice against that. Even if the command are rejected, they're still stored in the command logs. Anyway, we should probably get back to work. Fine.
You read more about the ancient dragons, but most of the stories read more like fables than actual historical accounts. I don't feel like I'm making any progress. Suddenly, you hear a thunderous, low-pitched sound blare across the room. It sounds like a high-pitched horn, but it's swollen to unnatural levels. But what? Celeste, do you hear that?
How can I not? What is that?
You didn't touch anything you weren't supposed to, right?
What? Of course not. It's finally stopped.
Ares, wasn't this a lockdown system?
Yes, I believe so.
Lockdown system?
The Academy is outfitted with a large artificery system. In a state of emergency, it will erect magical barriers throughout the building. State of emergency? Should we be worried? Not worry. The lockdown is designed to keep everyone safe. We're safe as long as the barriers are up.
But Miss Timona, she said she was going to do something on campus. I'm terribly sorry! You suddenly hear a disembodied voice echo through the library. It sounds like it's being projected magically. Wait. Headmaster. Headmaster.
I'm terribly sorry!
It's the headmaster. He uses the intercom system.
Students at facility, please remain calm. There been a murder on the academy grounds.
What?
Please stay where you are and wait for the law enforcement to arrive.
Damn it, we had to get out of here.
I'm afraid it's not possible. The lockdown system protects and locks each room. We can't leave this room until it's deactivated.
We won't know until we try. You run to the entrance and begin frantically pulling on the door handle. You try to pull all your strength into prying it open, but it doesn't even budge.
Tyrion, stop.
But, Miss Timona,
Now that you're worried about her, there's already been an order. We don't know where the attacker is, or if they still aren't. The best thing we can do right now is the best thing that we can do right now is stay here and wait.
she's right. Damn it. Celeste's hand rests on her sword. Her eyes are carefully watching the entrance. Wow, you've been here for hours and still hasn't stopped watching the door. She was also able to calm you down earlier. It's easy to forget sometimes, but she's always reliable when it really counts.
What?
Students and faculty, thank you for your patience. Law enforcement has secured the building. The lock has been lifted. However, please remain in the building until...
The headmaster is barely finished with his message before you out of the door.
Tyrion! Hey, don't go on your own!
You desperately run through the academic hallways. No. Miss Timona! Miss Timona, where are you? You have no idea where you're ever going anywhere. You can feel your fear and anxiety rise with every passing moment. Where is she?
In the bed? What's wrong? Why are you shouting?
Miss Timona!
Calm down, you're hyperventilating.
I heard there was a murder and I've been looking all over for you.
And you were worried about me?
I just... You hug Miss Timona tightly as you overcome with emotion. She's not receptive to affection, but you don't care. You just believe that she's safe.
Tyrion, there you are. And you crying? Sorry, I didn't mean to worry you so much. We had the announcement. Do you know what happened, Ruby? I do, but
You see Miss Timona glanced at Wallace for a brief moment.
for now, I think we should head to the foyer.
You arrive at the foyer and see the room swamped with legion of familiar knights. Is that the Inquisition? Don't tell me.
The headmaster mentioned that there was a murder on campus. Someone used magic.
Hey, you're Adam.
As you enter the foyer, Commander White notices you and begins marching in your direction. But his attention isn't focused on you. Huh?
Are you Wallace Nightgrave?
Yes, but...
About to reach your wearing your crown and placing you under arrest.
Hey, what are you doing?
You're free. The hell are you doing here?
You said there was... You said he was under arrest? On what charges?
This kid is charged with the murder of Catherine Balbazar.
What? Wasn't it the professor you met in the library earlier?
The hell you are arresting him? He was sat in the library for the entire morning. There's no way he could have murdered her. You well said, Celeste. But
Miss Timona is right. If Wallace is the suspect, we can't stop the Inquisition from arresting him. No. Don't worry, Wallace. We'll get to the bottom of what happened. Without a word, Wallace allows the Inquisition to drag him away.
my apologies. I'm going to go and check on him. This is terrible.
I still don't understand. Why would they suspect Wallace of all people?
I'm not sure myself. Like most magical homicides, the school is filled with plenty of mages. There has to be a long list of suspects. Is there anything we can do?
I'm going to investigate what happened.
Cuthbert,
Yes?
he hasn't accepted you as his attorney yet. We don't even know if you be working on his case.
But I know that he's innocent. I just can't sit here and do nothing.
Well, I clearly can stop you. But please, Remember that being an attorney is your job. It's not charity work. Don't come crying to me if you run out of gold.
Right.
Anyways, I still have some business to take care of in the city. Will you two be okay handling this?
Yes, we'll take care of this.
Good. I'll leave everything to you then.
Alright, let's go, Celeste.
Right.
Yes, I would like to save my progress. Save. It's been a few hours since Wallace was arrested. You and Celeste were with him during the lockdown, so the Inquisition had to take your statements. But the more they questioned you, the more you could tell that they had doubts about your testimony. You'll need to do more if you want to establish an alibi for Wallace.
That took longer than I expected.
Already lost a lot of time talking to the Inquisition. But we should be free to roam around now.
I should go first.
The crime scene sounds like a good start. We still need to figure out what actually happened.
Ruby said the body was found in lecture hall 2B. It's in the west wing of the school.
Alright, it seems like a good place to start.
Hey, stop right there!
As you try to enter the classroom, you're stopped by one of the Inquisition Knights. I'm the defense attorney for the accused. We have a right to investigate the crime scene.
Yeah? From what I hear, the kid doesn't have an attorney yet.
Right. We haven't been able to talk to Wallace about that yet.
It's quite alright, let them in.
Well, let us still win!
Do not call me that. When you work under me, you will address me as Prosecutor Stillwind.
Yes, Prosecutor Stillwind.
What is that smell?
As you enter the classroom, you find yourself inhaling a sour and resined odor. The stench is so overwhelming that your eyes begin to tear up.
Don't worry, you won't should get used to the smell.
What are you even doing here, Stillwind?
I'm here to coordinate the investigation.
We look around the crime scene. There isn't a single Inquisition Knight in the room. Is it the Inquisition job?
Due to the circumstances, I decided to handle this case personally.
Well, since we got you here, could we ask you some question about what happened?
Can I assume that you plan to defend this case? That would make you my opponent. I have to gain from helping you.
Right.
However, I would be willing to answer your questions. But only if you answer some of mine as well.
Oh, okay. What could she possibly want to ask you? Let me drink.
Miss McCoy, it's my understanding that you were adopted. Would you happen to know who your birth parents are?
Hey, isn't that too personal for a question?
You get to answer my question, didn't you?
But I didn't think you meant...
It's fine, Tyrion. I'm fine with answering if it helps Wallace.
But she said...
I don't know who my birth parents are. I never tried looking for them. I see. If I recall correctly, your spell companion only contained one spell. Considering your upbringing, how did you learn Mage Blade in the first place? I bought a scroll from a merchant a few years ago. It had Mage Blade spell formula on it. But I know more than one spell now. Actually just learned a few new spells today. I'm sorry, spells as in plural? How long did it take you to learn the spells? A few hours, I think.
She had multiple spells for rooms within a few hours? What was that just now?
I see. Well, I think that's all I need to ask for now. Okay?
She's sharing information about the initiation for that? Why is she so interested in Celeste all of a sudden?
The smell is driving me crazy. What is it? From what I understand, there was a bit of accident a few days ago. It happened during one of the classes that the headmaster was teaching. He missed his instruction for the alchemy experiment. And as a result, he accidentally produced this rancid smelling vapor.
Vapor? It's not poisonous, is it?
Of course not. Wouldn't be standing here if it were. It's just extremely unpleasant to the senses.
Full classroom smell. Weeks ago, the headmaster performed an alchemy experiment incorrectly in lecture hall 2B. The resulting chemical reaction produced a rancid yet harmless vapor that still lingers in the room. Who will guess that it was made specifically to hide some body that already was there? That's why the smell was created. I feel it would be this, like a story turn of event. Do you know what happened here, Stillwind?
Well, it all began when the City Watch received a call from the Academy. Supposedly, there was an attack on campus ground, and the entire building was put on lockdown. The City Watch set up a perimeter around the building where they were waiting for the system to deactivate.
What? Couldn't the Academy have let them in once the scene was secure?
I'm not sure about the specifics, but supposedly, the hotel can be shut down manually. You have to ask one of the Academy admins if you want to know more. Anyways, you were also present during the lockdown, am I correct? Did either of you see anything suspicious? No, but we actually met the professor that morning. She was still alive then. I see. That does match with the accounts from our other witnesses. Do you have any idea where she went after she left the library? The headmaster gave us express permission to be here. If he has an issue with that, then take it up with him. Huh! I'll have you know that I was on my way to do just that.
She said she was going to meet with the headmaster.
He also mentioned it when I questioned him. She attended the meeting as planned.
If the headmaster messed with Bellwether, you probably want to speak with him next.
She must have found her way into the classroom afterward.
Would you happen to have a map of the Academy?
I do. I have extra copies if you like one.
Huh.
What is it?
There's only one direct path from the headmaster to the lecture hall. I wonder if she took any detours. A map of Imperial Academy displays the general area where Catherine Bellwether was seen that day. How was the body discovered? Do you know how the body was discovered?
Two members of the kitchen staff spotted her collapsed inside the classroom. They reported the situation to the campus admin, although attempted to save her life. But it was too late. The professor had already passed away by the time any healers arrived.
Those two staff members, who were they?
I believe the names were Valentina and Valerie Lanus.
Wait.
I believe the names were Valentina and Valerie Janus. They're apparently sisters. Warren was the one who collected their statements.
Did he notice anything off during their behavior?
Bronte said they had few quirks, but nothing too suspicious.
Quirks?
He told me that they were running and spinning around him during his questioning.
What does that mean?
I have no idea, because they were still on edge after finding the co-worker murdered.
Huh. You'll definitely want to speak with those staff members. The body discovered in Lecture Hall 2B by Valentina and Valerie Janus, two members of the kitchen staff. According to Commander Roaring White, they were being hyperactive during questioning. We already told the Inquisition this, but Wallace was us the entire time. He couldn't have committed the murder.
Yeah, he has a perfect alibi. Strong maybe, but his alibi is far from perfect. Miss McCoy herself told us that there was a small time period when she wasn't with him.
What?
Right, it was when I came to check on you after you knocked over that shelf. I got a little lost on my way back to the Wallace. But still, only lost each other for a few minutes. That may be, but unless his alibi is airtight, the evidence in this room proves that it was him.
What do you mean?
It'll be easier to explain once you examine it yourself. Oh, Tyrion, I almost forgot. This is our official case together. I want to show you something that I learned.
Okay, what is it?
Arcanum.
They wasted! What was that?
That is the incantation for the detect magic spell.
Detect magic? Wait, does it mean...
Yep, we can see magical traces while we examine corpses now.
Your bodyguard, Celeste, can now cast the detect magic spell while examining the allocation. Press the detect magic button to make magical traces visible. Is there any magical trace at your location? You'll see a colored overlay. Wait, let me just look around. It's a painting of some sort of musician. There's some text written below it. Dr. Nicholas Gossi, inventor of the Arcane engine. His work revolutionized trade and travel across the seas. He was well known for not discriminating between the common folk and the nobility, judging his assistants based purely on their merit. When he wasn't conducting research within the Imperial Academy, he was known to compose symphonies for the king in his free time. Looks like he was a man of many talents.
Huh. They have books here too.
There appear to be textbooks about alchemy.
Oh, lame.
She's, she's so sad that it was a lame books. Well, at least she thinks like that. This must be where the students sit during lectures.
Ah, I kept the magic secret in one place all day.
Have you never attended the school before?
No, but I had a proper school in Calhaven. I mainly got my education from books that my parents bought from traveling merchants. How about you?
I used to attend public school in my hometown, but after Miss Timon adopted me, she handled my education personally. What was the Arya look on her face? She jealous that she never she had a home study. The lecture hall has a window with a view.
I feel like I just stay outside all day if I had attend class here.
You're not much of a student, are you?
No, I just can't spend hours sitting in one place. I need to move around.
She was plenty antsy while you were studying in the library earlier.
How have you learned so many spells if you're so distractible? I don't know, I just learned the spell formula and that stuff. I see. Is it not normal?
What if Celeste a dragon? Considering how much they talked about dragons previously, and we don't know who her real parents are, and it's so easy for her to learn spells.
I can't believe the professor is dead. I just saw her this morning.
There's a chalk out around where her body was. It appears that most of the blood came from her abdomen. Is that where the fatal wound was? There's a lot of blood in this puddle, but there's not really leading to it. Was there any magical traces anywhere else in the room? I thought the murderer used magic to clean it.
Does it mean that the murderer attacked her in this room?
Maybe, but it's hard to say for certain. Bloodstain under the body. There's a pool of blood where Catherine Bell where the body was. The location implies that she bled from her abdominal area.
Repario Arcanum.
That is the illusion magic next to the body. We believe that the serpent donned the illusionary disguise immediately after murdering the victim. Using his disguise, he discreetly made his way back to the library unnoticed.
Assuming that Wallace isn't the murderer, the real killer must have used a similar disguise. Which means that no one would have seen them leave this classroom. I'll be harder to find any witnesses that saw the perpetrator.
What?
What's wrong?
The trace of necromancy on the body.
Necromancy?
Isn't necromancy the type of magic that creates undead? She's not just going to get up and walk away, right? I'm honestly not sure. That's part of the reason why I stationed myself here. Well, what does that have to...
But what does that have to do with Wallace?
Oh, you didn't know? Wallace Nightgrave is a necromancer. He's what? We believe that he drank your life force completely using the We believe that he drank your life force completely using a necromancy spell. That's why there are no visible wounds. Here is the autopsy report. It will tell you everything that you need to know.
Autopsy report, Catherine Bellwether. Dated 2:01 p.m. Body shows no sign of cut or bruising. The alchemist report verified that death was not caused by poison or disease. This body shown traces of necromancy and illusion magic. Cause of death is not apparent, but very likely caused by necromancy magic. What if it's not? What if it's not?
But it's modern day. Even the Inquisition doesn't commonly deal with necromancy. They're on the edge about what other spells he might have used. So I'm here to make sure that nothing unholy happens to the body.
You can believe it. You had studied of necromancers before. But why would Wallace be studying something like that? But even if Wallace is a necromancer, aren't there plenty of other mages who can cast necromancy spells? This is Academy of Mages after all.
No, there are no laws against it. The knowledge is required to learn necromancy is heavily controlled. No one in the right mind would... No one in the right mind would dare teach necromancy beyond basic healing magic. Frankly, I'm surprised even one student at the school was allowed to learn it. I can see why. But because of the specific piece of evidence, we know that he is the murderer.
But it's still too convenient. This is the first time you see a thought from Stillwind. Normally, you can only see thoughts from people who are stressed or excited. Yes, Mr. Wind is excited, so something causing her to be stressed. Is there something you're not telling us, Stillwind? Because something tells me that this case isn't as straightforward as it claims it is.
If you truly believe that, then why don't you prove it?
As I can see any more thoughts from her. She's be subconsciously guarding her might now. She's clearly hiding something. What if I present... Wait. What do you think? What do you think about this, Miss Stillwind?
And I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't say much about it.
Ow. Well, I suppose we need to move and talk to... other kitchen? Hello? Is anyone there?
It looks like there's no one here right now. Maybe we should check somewhere else.
Ow. You look around the barracks dungeon cells, but you can't see Wallace anywhere.
The Inquisition Sport is still questioning him. We should come back later.
For him? Oh, Headmaster also. We need to speak with Headmaster. You followed the mods that Stillwinds gave you. When you arrive at the Headmaster office...
Oh, hello there. I wasn't expecting us today.
Sorry for coming unnoticed. You must be...
My name is Theodore Redmond. I'm the headmaster of the Wyvern Imperial Academy.
Name Theodore Redmond. Occupation Headmaster.
And judging from your appearance, you must be the protege of Ruby Temura. To do all the pleasure.
They must be here to investigate the murder.
Wait, Eris? I thought you went to see Wallace.
Unfortunately, the Inquisition is questioning him right now. There aren't allowing visitors. He must be so scared right now. I hope he's okay.
Right. She had the same experience not too long ago.
Is there anything I can do to help? Please let me know. This is terrible. To think that one of my prize students would be accused of murder.
I heard your voice on the intercom when the lockdown happened. Are you the one who triggered it?
Yes. Activated when I received a call from one of the staff. They reported that Professor Bellwether had been attacked.
The headman activated the Academy lockdown system in response to receiving a call from security. This call reported that Catherine Bellwether had been fatally wounded. How does the lockdown system work?
It's an artificial network that covers the entire academy. In the event of emergency, I can activate it using the stone.
The headmaster pulls out a glowing stone from his desk. You can hear the hum of magical energy emanating from it.
Once activated, the system creates magical barriers throughout the building. It's designed to contain and protect each room in the building.
Could a powerful mage breach any of these barriers?
I doubt it. The barriers can withstand a great amount of force. Bzz. They even block mages from teleporting through them. And once activated, even I can turn it off for an hour.
The Academy lockdown system. The Academy lockdown system artificial covers the entire academy. Once activated, it creates magical barriers as well as protections of the room. The barriers can be breached from physical or magical force. They also block mages from teleporting through them, and the headmaster can't use them for... can take them down for 1 hour. What you can tell me about Wallace? Good, you said he was one of your prize students. It's so sad. I just need to understand. Why did the prosecutor say... Why did the prosecutor say that he was... Why did the prosecutor say that he was a necromancer?
Because technically, he is one.
What? But why would he study something like that?
Necromancy is probably one of the most dangerous and most scrutinized schools of magic. Its image has been long tainted by stories of dark wizards raising armies of the undead. However, it doesn't just control the forces of death, it also controls the forces of life.
Forces of life?
The truth is that healing magic is also classified as necromancy. Most healers don't care to admit it because it's the stigma it has. And that's why Wallace is studying it. He wants to become a doctor.
There are plenty of mages who know healing magic. This was being singled out.
For years, he's been studying necromancy beyond basic healing magic. He believes that high-level necromancy could revolutionize modern medicine. Unfortunately, many members of his faculty don't see it that way. Wallace doesn't hail from a noble house. He's a mage that was born among the common folk.
He's like me.
Many of faculty fears that he will use his knowledge to raise armies of undead, just like the necromancers of old. The Imperial Academy isn't even permitted to teach it to students beyond basic healing magic.
Then why did you allow him to study it?
After everything that had happened to him, I made an exception.
Everything that has happened to him?
I'm not at liberty to say more. You have to ask him if you wish to know more.
If you plan on defending Wallace, you need his spell companion, am I correct?
Yes, having client's companion is instrumental to acquitting them.
You will find it a bit difficult. You see, after the social incident, he destroyed his companion.
What? Why would he do that? Does he need that to use magic?
A spell companion is a device mages use to keep track of what spells they can cast. It's really convenient for remembering the formulas and incantations of your spells. It's not actually required to use magic. Instead of destroying mine a long time ago. But they were really expensive. Luckily I have an two spell compendium right here. I'd be more than happy to give it to you if it helps Wallace.
Oh, thanks.
We'll just need to maintain physical contact for 10 minutes. After that, the companion will attune to his magic. Just make sure that you don't let another mage like Celeste hold it. A statute to a mage. A statute to a mage, no one... One statute to a mage, no one else can use it.
Why I can't read? Why I can't read? An attuned spell compendium. If a mage keeps this on their person for 10 minutes, it will attune their magic to display the spells they can cast. Once attune to a person, you can't attune it to anyone else. What? What? Oh.
Wait, there's more! Wonderful. Just you can persuade Wallace to attune to it.
She done it once again, huh? She done it once again. What can you tell me about Catherine Bellwether? I'm sad that she's died. She's a bitch. I'm surprised that she's died. Wow. That was a whole mess of emotions.
She was rather unpleasant to work with.
Can you think of any enemies she might have had?
You might as well list everyone who attended the school.
There is.
It has to be blunt with this sort of things. As you saw yesterday, she had a plenty abrasive attitude towards the students. Many people in the school did not care for her.
Maybe she wasn't the nicest person, but would it really be enough to motivate someone to murder her?
She'd often target and harass students, especially those who were from the common folk. She made a habit of expelling those students for minor infractions. For commoners, magic can be art to get out of poverty. I can't imagine how it felt to have that potency unfairly taken from you. She put so much pressure on the students. Some of them even left the academy for their own volition. They couldn't handle her constant verbal abuse. Even then, was it really be enough to motive... Was it really be enough motive to commit murder? The human psyche is a fragile thing. It astounded that someone might do when pushed far enough.
What about her relationship with the faculty?
In some cases, it was worse than it was with the students. She'd often treat the staff like her personal servants. I received many complaints from them about her behavior.
So this sounds rude, but why didn't you just fire her if she was such a big problem?
She used her position to curry favor with the noble house over the years. As you can imagine, the Academy board is controlled by the nobility. If I ever tried to remove her, they'd probably support her over me.
Bellwether's reputation. Catherine Bellwether had a tense relation with just about everyone in the Academy. She had a history of bullying students from common folk and mistreating the Academy staff. For several years she used her position to carry favor with the noble houses. So she wasn't a good person. But does it mean that people are allowed to kill each other? I hear that you had meeting scheduled with Professor Bellwether this morning. What time was this? And when did the meeting end?
Our meeting was scheduled for noon. She arrived on time, and our meeting lasted until 1 p.m.
Did anything seem off about her to you?
No, she seemed to be her usual self.
Then why are you surprised? Oh, is it fear? You detect a trace of fear. Or is it nervousness? If you don't mind me asking, what was the purpose of your meeting?
We met to discuss routine administrative matters. Despite our personal disagreements, we knew to stay civil when discussing professional affairs. But to be perfectly honest, it did always feel like I was treading on eggshells when speaking with her.
But you were her superior, weren't you? Didn't she respect your authority?
We had many arguments about how I was managing the academy. But she was very vocal about her distaste for the common folk students. She was difficult, to say the least.
What if I present... What can you tell me about this, Mr. Redmond?
My apologies. I learned a lot in my years, but I can't say much about that.
Stillman told us that you had a bit of mishap in lecture hall 2B.
Yes. I was filling in for our alchemy instructor when I accidentally misread the instructions she left. I'm quite embarrassed to admit that my old age is catching up with me.
So it was he. The Imperial Academy is actually quite big when you look at it.
Well, of course, we are a primary source of magical education for mages throughout the kingdom. As you may well know, most of the mages enrolled are here of the nobility. Their families have invested a lot into our faculties.
Nothing.
It's a terrible thing that happened. To see that someone would commit murder within the academy.
Using necromancy, no less.
Yes, it's a lot to take it.
The same. Nothing. Wait. Nothing. Okay. Kitchen?
Hello, is anyone there? Behind there! Sorry, but the cafeteria is closed right now.
Actually, we're here to investigate the murder. I guess the two members of the kitchen staff discovered the body.
Oh, that would be me. I'm Valentina Janus.
Valentina Janus, kitchen staff. How about the other person? Do you know where they are right now?
Oh, that would be my sister Valerie. I think she's somewhere else on campus right now. If you was the knights who already told them everything we know.
Actually, we're investigating separately from them. I want to ask you some questions about what you saw.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to remember those details again. Details? Like a scripted details that someone told you to tell? What did you see? Just that, can you tell us how you and your sister discovered the body?
Right. My sister and I were walking in the hallway from the kitchen to the west exit. We spotted the professor in a nearby classroom. She was lying on the floor and bleeding.
And she was a bitch. It says that she died. She was a bitch. They were surprised to see her dying.
I used an emergency communication device to call for help. While I was doing that, my sister tried to wake her up.
Fear or surprise? That would imply that Valerie thought that she could be... That would imply that Valerie thought that she could be resuscitated. Did she know if the professor was still alive or not?
I'm not sure, but she wasn't responding at all. She wasn't breathing and she didn't have a pulse.
What do you know about the suspect in this case?
His name is Wallace Landgrave.
His name is Wallace Landgrave. He's student here.
He's that scary kid, right? The one that raises undead.
Those are just rumors. He would never do something like that.
But he studies necromancy, right?
Have you ever actually met him?
No, but I hear the rumors. He was seen around the cemetery. I'm sure he's just biding his time, waiting for his just to raise an army.
It can be held that people think of him that way. But you can't help but to be a little annoyed on his behalf. What can you tell me about Catherine Bellwether? Yet another set of complicated emotions.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it anymore. She was a horrible person. She was really terrible to all of us.
By all of us, you mean the academy stuff?
Yeah, she was always treated us like her personal servants. Sometimes she'd make mess on purpose, just so she could order us to clean it up. This building sounds terrible, but I'm sure a lot of people will be glad that she's gone.
I just hope we can still keep our jobs. Interesting. Now, why would she be worried about that? Did you ever feel like your job was at risk because of Bellwether?
Yes, actually. She was actually planning to fire all of the stuff.
All of the stuff? That can't be true, can it? The company needs the stuff to function.
I'm not sure about the details. It's just what Jen told us.
Who's Jen?
He's one of the academic custodians. You could probably find him cleaning the halls if you look around.
What can you tell me about this, Miss Janus?
Sorry, I don't have much to say about that.
Nothing. 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 She will tell me nothing. Well. Celeste, this room was close to the crime scene. Could you cast detect magic and scan for magical traces?
Sure.
Did he just say scan for magical traces?
Oh, I'll just get out of your way then. Wow, she just bolted out of the room.
What was that about? It's a barrel full of some sort of drink.
I wonder.
It's probably not lotus juice, Celeste. Look at her pouting. How dare it be not lotus juice? Oh, it's a plate of bread. They probably sell the site. They probably sell this as a site to the entries.
Don't get any ideas, Tyrion.
What?
Remember when we went to that fancy restaurant? We just kept ordering breadsticks and butter.
The bread is free, I might as well take advantage of it.
You know eating that mini calves isn't good for you?
Yeah. Hey, I'm also eating most of the carbs. And I'm fine. Several commonly used ingredients are close to the Several commonly used ingredients are close to the cooking area. Garlic. Pepper? No, that's pepper. Green onion. Herbs. Meat. What's this? That's pepper. That's garlic. That's onion. That's green onion. There are a rack of cooking implements hanging from the wall.
Martina must use this to cook for the students.
It's a set of pots for cooking soups and the like. There are a large sack of produce in the corner.
There's some wine here too.
That might be for the professors. They must serve the students meats on these plates. It shows that they had to close the kitchen due to investigation. There's a large cooking station here. They must prepare the meals in bulk here.
Materia Arcanum.
Nothing. But what about girls? She escaped because she heard about detect magic, which means it probably traces on her. Maybe in foyer? No. Was room to be? She's still here. Foyer, kitchen, office, hallway. You spot Valentina again. She's speaking to someone in a blue collar uniform. Could he be the custodian that she mentioned?
John, where have you been? We still haven't fixed the plumbing in the kitchen sinks.
Someone just died. Can we take the day off for once?
You caused trouble for me and Valentina. Please be reasonable.
Wait, why is Valentin suddenly speaking in the third person?
Oh, hello. Valentina? Oh, my apologies. I can see why you're confused. I'm not Valentina, I'm your sister Valerie.
Valerie Janus. Occupation kitchen staff.
Are you trying to trick us or something? You look exactly the same.
We remember reading about something like this before. You two are identical twins, aren't you? You are genetically identical to each other.
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, this means that she was the one who discovered the body alongside Valentina. Since we have you here, do you mind if I ask you some question about what happened?
I'm terribly sorry. But I already spent a lot of time looking for John here. I'm really behind on my work. But John was also nearby when we discovered the body. I'm sure he can answer your questions.
Behavior have a chest object very quickly walks away.
Wait!
Wait!
Do you want me to go after her? I'm pretty sure I can catch up to her.
No, we don't want to scare those two more than we already have. Anyways, Valentina says that John was around when the murder happened. Maybe he saw something. Named John Hughes, occupation custodian. John, was it? Do you want to ask you some question about what happened?
Really? Well, whatever. At least I have an excuse to take a break now.
So, John, are you part of the staff here?
Yep, I'm a janitor. I clean and I do odd jobs here and there.
Well, apparently that's all he has to say about that. Barley mentioned that you were close to the lecture hall to be before they found Bellwether. What were you doing when the twins discovered the body?
I was cleaning the halls. Bellwether knocked our ways. There were shots and dirt everywhere.
Wait, you saw the professor before the twins arrived?
Yeah, like I said, she broke the waste right in this hallway. It was probably 20-30 minutes before the twins found the body.
You might have been the last person to see her alive. Did you see where she went after breaking the vase?
Yeah, I think she went into that room over there.
John points to the lecture hall that Bellwether was found in. Did you see anyone else enter the lecture hall?
I'm honestly not sure. I was more worried about cleaning the mess she made.
Well, did you not see anything off about her?
She was in a pretty bad mood. But honestly, that's pretty normal for her. She was walking real slow. I didn't see her at first, but she basically shoved me out of her way. After that, she knocked over that vase. I didn't even say anything after that, but she still yelled at me, "Be quiet."
What if she was raised dead as an undead by necromancy, and be quiet is part of the her usual like the constructs in her voice? That's how they done it. Like part of how they done it. Did you see where she went after that?
Not really, but the only thing in the direction is lecture hall to be. I can't imagine her going anywhere else.
I can perfectly make a impression with his voice because I'm also feel tired. John's statement. 30 minutes before Janus twins found the body, Bellwether walked past John in the West Wing hallway. He wasn't her past, so she helped him out of the way. After that, she knocked over the weights and shattered it. When John didn't say anything to her, she yelled at him, "Be quiet." After this interaction, she walked into the lecture hall 2B. What can you tell me about Cassandra Bellwether? I heard that she had pretty bad reputation with the staff. Pretty bad relationship with the staff.
She had a bad relationship with just about everyone. Students, other teachers. I can think of many people who actually did get along with her.
I'm sure you had your own share of bad experience with her.
Yeah, she'd always yell at me when I was talking too long. When I was taking too long to get the job done. I hate to say it, but it's like a lot more peaceful around here without her.
That's a blunt, to say the least. But you can't exactly blame him for thinking that. Fighting the academy stuff. Martina mentioned something interesting. Did you tell her that Bellwether was going to fire the academy stuff?
Yeah, I remember that.
What made you think that she was going to do something like that?
You know those Arcane constructs in the library? Bella was the one that ordered them.
Oh yeah, they're so cool.
Well, a few weeks ago I heard a meeting she was having with the headmaster. From what I heard, she was planning to order more constant and to replace the staff.
Oh,
Well, I'm sure the headmaster rejected her proposal.
I don't know. When the way she was talking, it sounded like he didn't have say in the matter.
But only the headmaster would have the authority to fire all the staff. What should be is that confident?
I don't know. All I know is that she hated having common folk in the schools, even among the staff. She was really miffed that he was firing common folk from the community. She was really miffed that he was hiring common folk from the community center.
Bellwether plan. Supposedly Bellwether told the headmaster that she was planning to fire all of the academy staff and replace them with Arcane constructs. This plan was overheard by the John Hughes a few weeks ago. Examine everything. It's the entrance to lecture hall. The door says it's a lecture hall 2H. It's the entrance to the lecture hall. The door says it's lecture hall 2F. It's the entrance to the lecture hall. The door says 2G. It's to the lecture hall. It's 2B. This is the lecture where Bellwether body was found. So, at least there's some kind of storage closet. There doesn't appear to be anything of note inside. Shouldn't here be entrance to the lecture hall 2A? Like here? In between storage and... Why it's not here? Why it's not here? That's strange.
Prepario Arcanum.
No magic here. No magic here whatsoever.
I just really hope we don't lose our job to these constructs.
Well, is there any silver lining to Bellwether death? Is that she can carry out her plan?
Oh damn, that's kind of heartless, man.
Well, I do want to catch the real murderer. I don't have much pity for people who abuse positions of power.
Oh, well, I can't blame you. I'm sure many people feel the same way.
Are you aware of a full small election hall to be?
Oh, yeah. Luckily, Arya isn't letting anyone into the lecture hall till the investigation over. But I'll probably have to get to it eventually. Alchemical messes are always a pain to clean up. I'm not looking forward to that. I wonder if Arya can help me out like she used to.
Wait, the person in the persecutor still went?
She studied here a few years ago. She'd always helped me out during using her magic. I miss that.
Wow. They... No. Oh, I can... I know what that's about profiles. What can you tell me about this, Mr. Hughes?
I don't know. That's not my department.
He's not very helpful. Are you friends with Yano's sisters?
I wouldn't say we're friends exactly, but we do work together a lot. There was a lot of give and take among coworkers. Us commons got to stick together after all. After a while, we even made a system to warn each other about where Bellwether was.
But was kind of menace here, wasn't she? Can you tell anything about it?
Oh man, I still can't believe someone loved Bellwether. It's all a little unreal.
I'm sure I have mixed feelings about what happened.
Yeah, I feel like I should be happy. But honestly, I don't know what to feel. It's easier not to think about it.
Well... I was working under Headmaster Redmond.
Ah, it's great. I owe a lot of him for getting me this job. But I suppose these things never last.
He must be talking about Bellwether plan to fire the staff. Don't know what to say about this. Don't know what to say about this. Same. I just want to go over your statement again, John. I sure don't leave out any details.
I'm pretty sure, but I wasn't paying that much attention. I definitely didn't think the work they wouldn't with homicide.
The same. Have you met Prosecutor Stillwind?
Not recently, but she used to go to school here a few years ago.
What was she like back then?
She was great. She'd always reprimand Bellwether when she'd pick on the students and stuff. She's probably the only person in school that would stand up to her. The students elected her as a student body president, and she took the job pretty seriously.
Oh, I never expected that.
Things were a lot better when she was here.
What can you tell me about this guy? Nothing? What about Orm? Orm? Nothing? Nope. Again to kitchen. Is it time? Is it time to ask? It's over. My life is over. Wallace? Huh? Who are you? What do you want?
Oh, it's Celeste and Tyrion. From the library, remember?
Oh, right.
How are you doing?
Apparently not well. Please tell me you're going to get me out of here. I keep telling them that I didn't do it, but they still won't let me go. I'm sorry, Wallace, but they found traces of necromancy magic on the body. And because of that, they're going to push your case to trial. What? Are they going to execute me? I can feel this walls closing in. This can't be happening. I can breathe. Please come down. We know that you're innocent. Was it said, would you let me represent you in court? Oh, right. You said you were a lawyer. But I don't really have any money to pay you with. Don't worry about that. For now, let's just focus to get you acquitted. What? Do they seriously want to help me? No, they were sentencing for me, but... well, I guess it doesn't matter anyways. It's not like I have anything else to lose. Is it not exactly the reaction you were expecting? But at least he's cooperating.
Arcanum.
just had to check. I don't understand. I was with you in the laboratory the entire time. But why do they still think I'm a murderer? It makes no sense unless... You told the Inquisition, right? Did you tell them that I'm innocent? Did they frame me? We did, but as we said before, there are traces of necromancy on the body. It was the state of the body, as they believe that she was murdered with a necromancy spell. Apparently that makes you the prime suspect. I see. Wallace, we heard about the type of magic that you're studying.
Don't worry. The Headmaster explained it to us already. You just want to use necromancy to become a doctor, right?
I understand that you have reservation about talking about your magic, but in order to build a case for you, I need your spell compendium. I don't have one. I know, Eris already told us about it. That's why she gave us a blank one for you to attune to. Do I have to? It's your life on the line, and we need all the information we can get to help you. Sorry, you're right. I'll attune to it. Well, the spell compendium. Wallace Nightgrave spell compendium. It contains the formulas for the following spell: Prestidigination, Mend Wounds, Illusory Disguise, Revive, Animate Corpse, and Necrotic Blight. Prestidigitation. The caster creates a simple and harmless visual effect around the hand. The effect will last for as long as they maintain concentration on the spell. Evocation, incantation on, snap of the fingers, indefinitely, concentration, yes. Mend Wounds, Necromancy, Menace, just a none, 1 minute duration, no concentration required. Heals the wound of the target over the casting time. Wounds of the target are magically healed without leaving any scars or bruises. The spell can't restore missing limbs, nor can it revive someone who has already died. Oh well. Illusory Disguise. Skull Illusion, Incantation, Illusive. Gesture none, duration 1 hour, concentration no. Place an illusion on the target to completely change the visual appearance. The disguise moves with the target for the duration. The disguise can make the target look 1 foot larger or smaller. Elements hidden by the spell are made invisible, and elements created by the spell are purely visual. You cannot make physical contact with it. So it wasn't illusionary disguise that was casted on the whoever shoved the John. Revive, Skull Necromancy, Incantation Vivify, Gesture none, Duration instant, Concentration no. Flood the target with life energy in an attempt to resuscitate them. It does not heal wounds sustained, results may vary, but it cannot resuscitate someone who has been dead for more than a minute. Oh. Animate Corpse, Skull Necromancy, Incantation Knock-Cross. Gesture none, duration 8 hours. Concentration no. The enemy is attacked using life energy, creating an undead minion for the duration. The minion follows the caster orders, but its energy is limited and cannot speak. The minion can end the spell prematurely, but will only do so if ordered to by the caster. Once the spell has ended, the undead will return to being a dead body. So, someone used Animate Corpse to change the lucky... Oh, it was Headmaster. Was it Headmaster? Master, Shh. By all the hints that were given to me, I suppose it was the Headmaster? He killed he sabotaged the classroom to create smell. He killed her in his office, and she moved and used Animate Corpse so she could move to the classroom? Is that how it happened? I would assume. Necrotic Blight, oh, the last one. Skull Necromancy, Incantation Blight 2, Gesture point index finger, duration instant, concentration no. Pull pulls all the life energy from the target, resulting in instant death. This spell does not wound the target, nor does it leave any physical evidence, but it still leaves a magical trace. So maybe she didn't die by necrotic blight, but but she was killed differently, and then used to move used by animate corpse. You understand the reason why he's studying this type of magic, but the spell and his companion are still pretty gruesome. It's a little terrifying that spells like this even exist. Sorry, I know I was being difficult. A long time ago, I showed my companion to someone I trusted. After she saw my necromancy spell, she told everyone in the academy. And also when Professor Bowser started coming after me. I'm sorry, that must have been hard for you. But at least you had Ares. Yeah, I did.
How did you guys become friends anyways?
Another hint of fear from her. Are her fear related to Ares? Oh, it's a bit of a strange story. Sometimes the other student would steal the ID number of my locker. Then they switch it with one of another locker. They thought it was funny whenever the one got angry with me. Ares had a bit of reputation around our school. I'm not sure why, but everyone was scared of her, even the student from the nobility. It was probably due to some baseless rumors. One day someone switched my nameplate with hers. I was so scared when she approached me, I couldn't even say anything. But she didn't get angry like the others. She just apologized and gave me back my nameplate. After that, she randomly started talking to me whenever she saw me. We became friends after that. That's nice. It's a good thing he was able to find a friend in a place like that. So I have to ask, is it caused you so much trouble? Why are you still studying necromancy? I want to use it to become a doctor. The headmaster told us the same thing, but you could have just stopped after learning the healing spells. Why are you learning spells that can steal people's life force and less than that? Life and death are two sides of the same coin. It's the key principle behind necromancy. The first undead was actually a failed attempt to resurrect a human using magic.
Wow, no one knew that.
Right now, basic necromancy can only heal injuries and wounds. But it can't do anything for disease or deformities. If I could just keep studying, I know that I can create a new type of necromancy. One that can cure disease and save lives. He specifically wants to cure diseases. Did something happen to him to motivate him that much? I think I already guessed the answer to this question. But how was your relation with Catherine Bellwether? It's exactly what you expect. After word got out about what I was studying, Professor Bellwether would always target me. She started yelling at me for the smallest mistakes. She does it to some other students too, and she focused on the ones that were poor like me.
That's terrible.
I'd wake up each day dreading the possibility that she noticed me in the hallways. I knew how to avoid her and stay out of her way, but sometimes she just came looking for me. I can't believe that after everything she did, she just gone. You must have mixed emotion about what happened. I honestly don't know how I feel about it. To be honest, I always wished she would just disappear. But now that it finally happened, I just feel even more afraid. But now that it finally happened, I just feel even more afraid. It feels like she was going to come back from the grave to haunt me. Why would you be afraid of this as you have necromancy? Only you could do something like this. Or not. Who else knows necromancy? Even with Bellwether gone, his trauma might still probably linger. I'm still starting to put things together now.
Have you figured something out?
Yeah, I just need to take some time to think through everything. The precursor wants to implicate Wells despite his alibi. They wouldn't have a reason to do so unless the evidence heavily implicated him. How does the evidence implicate Wallace? We learn that Wallace is a necromancer, and he's the only person at the Academy that's capable of high-level necromancy. A magical trace of necromancy was found on the body. There are traces of necromancy on the body.
This means that they think that Wallace used one of his necromancy spells. Universe are seeing the traces, it's pretty obvious that magic was used on the body.
Right, because there aren't any wounds on it. And the autopsy found no sign of poison or disease. Which spell do they think Wallace used? If I know Prosecutor Stillben, she probably already has a theory on which spell he might have used. The prosecution will probably argue that Wallace used one of his spells to kill Bellwether. It was... Necrotic Blight. They will think. They'll probably say that he used Necrotic Blight.
That makes sense. Necrotic Blight would have drained the life force from her body.
Blood stain under the body. There is a pool of blood in Bellwether's body. This is strange because she wouldn't have been wounded by Necrotic Blight. But that's where the contradiction lies. Let's suppose the Wallace did kill Bellwether using Necrotic Blight. There's something at the crime scene that wouldn't be there if that were true. What is wrong with the crime scene? Bellwether body had blood. Body... in blood. Was covered in blood. Necrotic Blight is a spell that doesn't inflict any visible wounds. There shouldn't have been any blood on the body.
But then what really happened?
That's the last piece. And I had to guess the information when it is being hidden by one of the witnesses who discovered the body.
Valentina!
She's definitely hiding something. Did you notice how she reacted when I asked you to scan the room?
Yeah, she ran away. She didn't even try to be subtle about it.
With the way she reacted, I think she may have been trying to hide herself from you detect magic. Which can only mean that there's magical trace in her.
I wonder what she's trying to hide.
There's only one way to find out. Next time you see her, could you subtly cast detect magic and scan her?
Alright. It's been a while since we talked to her. Malia also mentioned that they still had work to do. Today. She might be back in the academy kitchen now.
And we should move to the kitchen. And saw them. Aha!
The store are finally gone. I can finally get some cleaning done.
Okay, there she is. Use detect magic to scan her from here.
Right.
Just don't shout the incantation like you always do.
I know that. Alright, here goes. The Arcane. What's it?
What is it?
There's some magic on her.
I knew it. Which school of magic is it?
It's necromancy. There's a taste of necromancy on her.
What? Valentina magical trace. Valentina has a magical trace of necromancy on her. Someone cast a necromancy spell on her within the last 48 hours.
What do we do now?
I'm still not sure how this fits in with everything. For now, let's talk to her and see if we can get more information out of her. If all else fails, we can confront her with the evidence we have.
Oh, it's you two again.
Say back? Okay, just relax. All I have to do is repeat what I told them last time. Unfortunately for her, that won't work this time. Miss Janus, do you know that there are traces of necromancy on Bellwether's body?
Is that what he used to kill the professor, right? A necromancy spell.
That's the thing. If that were true, a lot of evidence we found doesn't make sense. I think someone else cast a spell on the body. Is it possible that you saw someone use magic on Bellwether?
No, definitely not.
But calm down, there's no way they know. Your thoughts are on the open book. Your thoughts are an open book now. If you beat her in an argument, your thought might show you what she's hiding. Valentina Yana's psychological profile is complete. Oh, cool. We can try argument with her, and we have psychological profile. Wait. How do I check psychological profiles? No, not like this. Let me drink. Okay. Let's argument. Valentina clearly knows more than she's letting on. She found the body alongside her sister and reacted strangely when you mentioned someone may have used magic on the body. What is she hiding? Start an argument with Valentina Janus? Yes.
Argument 2.
Valentina is more concerned with protecting herself than doing the right thing. She will continue to hide her secrets unless she thinks that doing so is dangerous to her. She sees Wallace as a villainous necromancer and will not feel pity for him. Miss Janus, from the very beginning, I felt that you've been hiding something from us. There's something you're not telling us about.
What are you talking about?
My conscience is clear.
I told you, and then I said everything I know. I got nothing to hide.
Claims that kinetic piece of evidence. Use against claims that kinetic succeed through the eye. Stay calm. Use this against claims that can use this display to motion. Conscience is clear, I need to stay calm. My conscience is clear, then why are you afraid? Miss Janus, it's still telling you how nervous you are. I can practically see the fear you're emanating right now. Just tell us the truth. It'd be a lot easier for the both of us.
Let's say I were hiding something, which I'm not, by the way.
I don't have to tell you anything.
I should tell you anything. I know my rights.
To tell us by telling us what happened. I know that you're not the murderer, and I'm sure you're protected. My client is innocent by withholding your testimony. When you condemn him to not gonna appeal. You're already giving your statement to the Inquisition. If the truth come out, what do you think they'll do when they realize you lied to them? You're giving your statement to the Inquisition. If the truth come out, what do you think they'll do when they realize you lied to them? Who are you protecting, Miss Janus?
You talk a big game. Not that you can actually prove anything, can you? Is you can learn to protect someone?
I don't know anyone who can use magic.
I don't even know any mages. And definitely didn't see anyone use magic on the body.
Wait. Headmaster knows magic. Miss Janus, you know someone capable of casting magic. And this proves it.
That doesn't prove anything.
Ow!
You're bluffing.
That wasn't the right piece of evidence to present. Oh, we have definite possession of some mage. Show it to her. She's a mage herself. We have tests of magic. You can hide truth from us, Miss Janus.
What?
You said that you never seen... You said that you never ever seen a necromancy spell before. Is it true? Then why is a trace of necromancy on you?
Wait, what? Is the trace of necromancy on me?
Argument 1. What? Did she not know about the spell that was cast on her? No, that doesn't make any sense. If she didn't know about the trace, she wouldn't have avoided Celeste back then. There must have been an explanation for this. You successfully argued against Valentina and Janus.
This is crazy! There's a test of necromancy on me! Am I going to die? I'm going to become a zombie?
That's strange. If she really knows that spell was cast on her. Or is she playing dumb? Why doesn't Valentina know that the spell was necromancy? She knows that someone used magic on her, but she doesn't know what spell was. But she doesn't know that spell was necromancy. The spells that cast on Valentina healed her? Calm down, Miss Janus. Not all necromancy spells relate to the undead. Healing spells are also from the school of necromancy.
Healing spells?
Oh, it was from the time she healed that cat. She, that applies she knows some mage who studied healing. That applies that she knows some mage who studies healing magic. Could that person be a student here?
Sorry, I just remembered that there's something else I have to do. I'll be right back. Hey, come back here!
Oh, she ran away again.
I can catch her. There's no way she can outrun me.
No, the Inquisition is still stationed around this situation. The Inquisition is still stationed around this surrounding areas. They'd probably intervene if we started casting one of the witnesses.
Ah, that's true. We wanted to be able to learn anything. But we weren't able to learn anything.
Actually, I did learn one thing. She has a friend who cast a healing spell on her.
Really? How did you figure that out?
Good detective reasoning.
Wow! Well, healing magic is also from a necromancy, right? I guess I can spell the trace here. It's a good thing we know both. Otherwise, we might have also thought that necromancy was trying to kill her.
Wait a minute. That's it.
What? Did you figure something out?
This whole time, we've been wondering why there's a trace of necromancy on the body. It isn't because someone attacked Bellwether with a necromancy spell. It's because someone used necromancy to try heal her.
Oh, I see. It doesn't matter what type of necromancy spell someone uses. Spell from the same school of magic leaves the same type of trace.
It's not just that, the body clearly has blood on it. That would happen if someone used healing spell on a wooden body. What would happen if someone used healing spell on a wooden body?
It would cause all that body once.
In other words, it would remove any cuts or bruises.
Well, targeting Valentina might have been a dead end. But still gave us what we needed to win the case.
I'm not so sure that was a dead end.
What do you mean? Isn't it suspicious she asked someone to kill her if she injured herself?
But if it's only that, why would she go to so much trouble to hide it? It's too coincidental. The wounds on the body were healed by the unknown person. And the person who found the body is hiding the identity of a healer. It have to be the same person.
I guess that makes sense.
So, what do we...
So what do we do now?
Valentina is definitely onto us. I doubt that we'll get a third chance to speak with her. Hopefully, what we have now is enough to acquit Wallace. You've done everything you can. Use what you learned to poke holes in the prosecution case. And if that doesn't work, you can drag Valentina into the witness stand and pull the juice out of her. We just hope that what she's hiding is enough to acquit Wallace.
I demand to know why you're still holding out my rapier. It's a precious family heirloom and I want it back. It's evidence in the current case. Evidence? The professor was killed with necromancy. Was she so? Why are you asking me? You're the one who investigated this. I suppose it doesn't matter. Just know that I will bring your murderer to justice, no matter who it may be. Come!
Would you like to save your progress? Yes, I would like to save my progress. 2 hours, it was 2 hours. Alright, it's time for the trial. Just take deep breaths and relax.
Hi, Tyrion.
Celeste! Don't sneak up on me like that.
Why are you so nervous? It's not that this is your first time defending someone.
I can't help it. There's something about this building that just fills me with anxiety.
It's too bad Ruby couldn't make it. That says that you should calm down for the world's sake, but...
There's so many people here, and they're all staring at me. They're spraying at me like a pack of fresh eating maggots.
Gross.
Don't worry, Wallace. An investigation revealed a lot of weaknesses in the prosecution case. Like a stock case for your acquittal. Okay.
See? You can be confident when you want to be.
It's strange, something is calming about Wallace's anxiety. It's like he just absorbs the tension out of you and into himself. Court now in session with the trial of Wallace Nightgrave.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
The defense is also ready. Very well, let's begin the proceedings. Prosecutor Stillman, could you please list the charges?
The defendant is a student at the Vanguard Imperial Academy. By Vanguard Imperial Academy. Mr. Nightgrave is charged with first-degree murder, negligent misuse of arcane arts, and illegal practice of advanced necromancy.
Necromancy? They mean to tell me that the defendant is a necromancer. I can't believe it! A necromancer in this day and age! How could the kingdom let this happen? Your Honor, I would like to remind the court that they should view my client objectively. Oh, of course. But one can easily see it from the list of charges. Necromancy plays a large role in the charges.
Indeed, the crime occurred within the academy this morning. The victim is Tyrion Cuthbert, a professor at school. Although there were no witnesses, traces of necromancy were detected on the body. Furthermore, the autopsy report shows that the body has no physical wounds. I see. Necromancy is the only type of magic that can harm an individual without physically wounding them. Additionally, the alchemist report shows no sign of poison or defense. Or disease. Therefore, one can only conclude that necromancy had committed the crime. As many of you know, necromancy is held under high scrutiny by the Crown. Aside from the defendant, no other students were permitted to learn advanced necrotic magic. As such, the defendant was the only mage in that building capable of committing the murder. I see. That's certainly compelling evidence. To properly present our case, the prosecution would like to call Commander Orion White to the stand. Oh, let me drink. Commander White, please testify to the court about the Inquisition findings.
Yeah.
Witness testimony.
It started when City Watch got call from the Imperial Academy. Someone was attacked, and the whole building was put on a lockdown. We set a perimeter around the area and waited for the lockdown system to deactivate. When the fighting got into the building, the prosecuted person inspected the body and detected tests of necromancy on it. There were no cast of bruises on the body either. The entire body was clean. With the stupid survivors, we concluded that it could only be the necromancer kill that did it.
The Inquisition testimony is just as you expected. You already found and identified the holes in Stillman's case. All you have to do is find the hole in Commander's testimony. Mr. Cuthbert, you might begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. There was no cuts of bruises in the body, the entire body was clean. Let me read magical distribution has someone has necklace spell kills last 48 hours. But if Paul continuing about well, was strange because she wouldn't have been wounded by necrotic blade. Wallace had spoken his formulas. It also had massage she was planning to fire all the academy staff to replace them. Just minutes before Jan splintered, Bill was a walk past John, hallway, It's about the intense relation about how everyone's section at his the academy lockdown system of churches building, which was children. Full of blood. No. Entire body was not clean. Body was covered in blood. Oi. How carefully was the body checked? Because the prosecution missed something?
The coroner couldn't find even the smallest cut, bruise, or fracture on the body. Furthermore, the alchemist report showed no signs of poison or disease. The coroner was actually astonished of how unscathed the body was.
That makes sense. If someone had used mind wounds on the body, it would have healed even the most minor of injuries. The question is, how do you prove that?
Objection!
Commander White, it appears that you neglected to mention one key detail of the crime scene.
Yeah? And what's that?
During your testimony, you said the entire body was clean. I will admit that there weren't any wounds on the body. However, the body was totally not clean. At the scene of the crime, there was a large pool of blood located where the body was. This blood came from the victim's body, and it was definitely not clean like the commander testified. I'm sorry, Mr. Cuthbert, but I failed to see the significance of this. I'd like to remind the court of the prosecution's case against my client. They're accusing him of murdering the victim using necrotic blight. A spell was not have physically wounded the victim. So why was there any blood at all? Huh?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This fact still stands. There were no wounds in the body. Nor there were any reports of poison or disease on the autopsy. There are clearly magical elements in this case.
But Catherine Bellwether was bleeding profusely at some point. How else would there be bloodstain on the body? Do you have an explanation for that, Miss Stillwind?
No, I'll admit that the prosecution doesn't have an explanation for that. In a way, I do find this autopsy questionable, although the evidence clearly points to the defendant.
Which spell would leave trace of necromancy?
If the victim wasn't killed with necromancy, where was the trace of its own body?
I'm glad you asked. I'd like to present a spell that could have left a trace of necromancy on the body. It was Mend Wounds. Mend Wounds? Correct me if I'm wrong, but is it a healing spell? That's correct, Your Honor. Spells from School of Necromancy can control forces of death and life. Mend Wounds is in fact a necromancy spell. Really now? I wasn't aware of this. Now I'd like the court to consider the following. What would happen if Bellwether was wounded and someone attempted to heal her using Mend Wounds? All of her wounds would disappear from her body. I see.
Objection!
Oh?
They honestly think that I'm that incompetent, Mr. Cuthbert. Frankly, I'm a little insulted.
What?
The Inquisition is well aware of what happens when mage attempts to save a victim using mind wounds. The healers that arrived at the scene already confirmed that the victim was long dead. None of them attempted to heal her.
Well, what if someone tried to heal her and didn't report it?
Please, none of the healers would have anything to gain by doing so. In fact, as a necromancer, the defendant could have easily carried out the described scenario. He could have cast mad wounds to the victim after murdering her to confound the investigation.
At the end of the day, the burden of the proof is on you. But if you could just find out who healed the body, this case is yours. And whoever this healer is, Valentina definitely knows her. Your Honor, I will admit that I don't have any evidence to support my theory. However, I do believe that we can bring it to light. There may have been two people that witnessed someone cast magic on the body. Valentina and Valerie Janus, the sisters who discovered the body. What?
This is nonsense. Why did you question these two witnesses extensively? If they had witnessed something like that, it would have come up in their testimony.
If that's true, then you have nothing to lose by hearing their testimonies. Hearing their testimonies.
Very well. If you're so confident, let's hear the witness testimony.
It seems the prosecution has no objections. However, if this line of questioning leads nowhere, I will see no reason to further prolong this trial. Do you understand, Mr. Cuthbert? Of course, Your Honor. Oh crap, is that guy from before? Is he Necromancer's lawyer? She just got on the stand, she already stressed out. This could work in your favor.
Witness, please state your name and occupation to the court. My name? Witness, there's no need to be so nervous. I only want to hear about what you saw on the day of the murder. Right, it's just that guy over here, he... You mean Mr. Cuthbert? Does this man harass you, witness?
Wait a minute.
Yeah! He's like, super harassed me.
How shameful! I would expect a member of our justice system to behave more professionally. Oh, shut up. Anyways, please, state your name and occupation to the court, Miss Janus. Just calm down, he can't prove anything.
My name is Valentina Janus. I'm a member of the kitchen staff at the Vivengard Imperial Academy. As I recall, you were one of the witnesses who discovered the body. Apparently, the defense finds you involvement suspect. Rest assured, Miss Janus, in this courtroom, you will be protected from Mr. Cuthbert's harassment. Now, please testify to the vote of what happened that day. Yeah?
Witness testimony.
I was working with my sister in the West Wing when we noticed something in the nearby classroom. I looked out to see what it was. That's when we saw Miss Bellwether bleeding on the ground. My sister tried her best to help her. The professor was already lost a lot. The professor had already lost a lot of blood. When my sister did that, I used an emergency communication device to call for help. But it was too late. By the time her bleeding stopped, she'd already lost too much blood. If your theory is true, that means she just lied in her testimony. She's definitely holding something back.
She definitely saw more than she's letting on. You just need to prove it somehow. Mr. Cuthbert, you may begin your cross-examination. Cross-examination. I was locked into the West Wing when we noticed something in a nearby classroom. We looked over to see what it was. It was bleeding on the ground. Tried your best to help her, but the professor had already lost a lot of blood. While my sister did that, I used the emergency communication device to call for help. But it was too late. By the time the bleeding stopped, I already lost too much blood. He had lost a lot of blood. I had to see what it was. So it was bleeding on the ground. I mean, there was no wounds.
Objection!
Oh. Your Honor, it's clear that the witness testimony is contradictory. And this piece of evidence is proven it. I will see how that proves anything, Mr. Cuthbert. Oh, I guess you're right. Ow. Okay, let's press. Where were you two coming from?
We came from the kitchen. We're taking a break after the lunch rush.
The cafeteria is on the west side of the academy. It's believed that they be on that side of the building.
What did you see in the classroom, Miss Janus?
Did you notice anything else strange in the lecture hall?
Well, there was that terrible smell. It was awful. I almost couldn't see because of how much I was tearing up. But other than that, I was mostly focused on the professor.
It makes sense. It would be hard to notice anything else. She tried to help her? Miss Janus, how exactly did your sister try to help Miss Bellwether?
What?
I slipped up.
My sister used first aid to try to stop the bleeding.
I see. Could you please add that detail to your testimony?
Yeah, sure.
tried her best to help her, but Spread already lost a lot of blood. She used first aid and applied pressure to her wound to stop the bleeding. Your sister knows how to use first aid kit?
Yeah, it was covering in our training. Yeah, it was covered in our training when we were first started working. We saw the nobles around because the headmaster wanted to make sure we were prepared.
Huh. How?
Objection!
No, not this one. First aid.
Objection!
Aha!
Witness, what is the meaning of this? What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Maybe I can elaborate, Miss Janus. You weren't present in the gallery earlier, were you?
No, I was waiting in the lobby. Lady Stilton told me to wait there.
Well, I suppose I should consider myself lucky. You see, Miss Janus, one key element of the case is that the body didn't have any wounds on it.
Yes, so?
So please explain to the court, Miss Janus. How did Valerie apply first aid when there shouldn't have been any wounds on the body?
What?
Oh no, I screwed up. But I saw that wounded her. What happened? There's clearly some miscomings here, but I'm afraid I don't fully understand the application of this. Are you accusing the witness of committing perjury, Mr. Cuthbert? When someone lies, just stay as close to the truth as possible about changing minute details. In her thoughts, Martina said that she was sure she saw a wound of the bellwether. But she also mentioned that Valerie was one that tried to save the professor. If she didn't try to save bellwether with first aid, would she have used healing magic? Used magic instead? Your sister could be a mage that you're looking for. The witness was lying, Your Honor, but not about everything. Valerie Janus did try to save victim life by addressing her wounds. But she didn't use first aid, she used magic. No, he found us out.
Objection!
I'm sorry, Mr. Coward, but your theory is completely flawed.
How so, Miss Stillwind?
Well, it's quite simple. We already verified that neither of the sisters are mages.
What? Oh, wait, how could you be so sure?
During the investigation, we had both Janus' sister attuned to spell compendium. It's not a procedure for the Inquisition when interviewing witnesses.
Then that means...
Is that correct? Neither of the Janus' sisters could attune to the compendium. That's right, the Inquisition checked us both.
I know how they done it. I know how they done it. The first sister attuned to the compendium, then the second sister, the first sister pretending a second sister attuned to the compendium, and thus both of them have no magic, but one of them have.
Neither of us are mages.
Phew, that was close. Damn it. Were you wrong about Valerie being a mage then? No, that can't be right. No, he found us out. Cassot said he found us out. That means that you were on the right track. Valerie has to be a mage you're looking for. Celeste, is it possible for a mage to hold spell compendium and avoid attuning to it?
No, we just used to be on their person. When I was arrested, the Inquisition also made me attune to one of their spell compendiums. They were really careful to make sure that I did the attunement correctly. There's no way in which could avoid attuning to compendium with them watching you.
Right. Commander White might be negligent somewhat, but even he isn't that careless.
How have you done? I do believe that you exhausted all your options.
Wait. I'm still wait, I'm still not done cross-examining the witness.
What could you possibly hope to glean from her testimony?
Valentina should be stressed out enough to see more of your thoughts. But you can't exactly say that you're playing to read her mind. There's one key element of your testimony that the court is overlooking. I have the right as attorney to complete my cross-examination.
Your Honor, the defense is clearly trying to buy time.
I might be compelled to agree with you. However, I also admit that some elements of the witness testimony are quite peculiar. I will allow the defense to prefer one more cross-examination. That was close. But know that this is your last chance, Mr. Cuthbert. If you produce nothing substantial, I will pass my verdict. Of course, Your Honor. Alright, it's all or nothing. If you can't find anything by reading her mind, this whole case is finished.
Witness, please give your testimony once more.
Damn it, how long does he plan to keep me here?
Okay. Like I said, my sister and I saw Miss Bell was a близко за град, but I saw her to her.
I was definitely surprised when I saw her like that.
Now that you mention it, I don't know if I saw any wounds on her, but I definitely saw blood.
I can go back on that now, I just need to play dumped.
My sister tried to save her, but she didn't use any magic.
Oh, Valerie, you two can have it for your own good.
Neither of us is a mage. Both of us held the book the knight gave us.
I was caught off guard when they asked us. They almost found us out.
The commander was watching us the whole time. He can confirm it.
It's a good thing that we're twins, or else the trick wouldn't have worked.
What are we going to do? The policy had proves that Valerie didn't... isn't... The policy had proves that Valerie isn't a mage.
Valerie is the mage we're looking for, I'm sure of it. I'm just not sure why they felt the need to lie to the Inquisition. And more importantly, how did they trick the Inquisition? They... They almost found them out. Can I assume that this book was an attunement spell compendium?
Yes, the Inquisition has myriads of them. It's a standard procedure to have witness attune to them.
But doesn't the kingdom require that mages register? Why don't you just cross-reference those records with the witnesses' names?
For whatever reason, many mages among the common folk dislike the concept of registering. As a result, many of them choose to hide the powers illegally.
It's a good thing that they twins. Did you pull some kind of trick to deceive the Inquisition while tuning Miss Janus?
Of course not. But now that like the Inquisition would get us in trouble. Would either of us take a risk like that?
Living as unregistered mage is a serious crime. If I really was a mage, then you would have to be charged with fraud right then and there.
Yeah, but we already proved that neither of us are mages.
The eye seems to differ. Think for this is like normal cross-examination. Nearly all of your thoughts will be suspicious and contrary to her testimony. What you need to do is to find the thought that gives you a thread to pull on. In this case, you need to find the thought that implies how that restricts the commander. Once it holds the clue and interpret it to process. Ah. If we weren't twins.
Objection!
Miss Janus, your thoughts betray you.
What?
You found the thought. They might have done something, but what? It must have happened when Commander White was interrogating them.
I was the one who collected their statements.
Did he notice anything off about their behavior?
From what he said, they had a few quirks, but nothing too suspicious.
Works?
He told me that they were running and spinning around him during a questioning.
And that's how they tricked them. What does that mean?
I have no idea, because they were still on edge after finding their co-worker murdered.
Running and spinning. His thoughts also said, it's a good thing that we're twins. How did the twins trick the Inquisition? This means that their so-called trick wouldn't have worked if they weren't twins. Valentina switched with place from what? Valerie? Valentina switch places with Valerie. Of course, they switch places. Valentina attended to the first spell compendium. Then she pretended to be Valerie to attend to the second one. Commander White couldn't tell the difference between them. Miss Janus, there's something I want to confirm. During the investigation, both you and Valerie attended to the spell compendium. Am I correct?
Yeah, the Night Watchers do it.
And how did he have you do this? Did you both attend to the compendiums at the same time? Or did you attune one after another?
What?
No way. Does he know what we did?
I fail to see how that makes any difference, Mr. Cuthbert.
Yeah, I agree. The spell compendiums would work regardless of what order they went in. You may not be aware of this, Your Honor, but Valentina and Valerie Janus are identical twins, which means the physical appearances are nearly identical to each other. If Commander White didn't have them attuned at the same time, what would stop the twins from switching places with each other?
Objection!
This is clearly nothing but baseless conjecture. But I wouldn't fall for such basic task.
Really? Really, Prosecutor Stillwind? Do you find it hard to believe that Commander White would fail a task like this?
Wait a minute, this is crazy. We didn't take the Inquisition. My sister and I are not mages.
Then prove it, Miss Janus. Bring in your sister and we'll have you attuned to two spell compendiums at the same time.
No, wait.
Ordinance the court. It's clear that we won't get anywhere on this with the defense theory. Bailiff, escort Valerie Janus to the stand and bring two and two spell compendiums.
They both had their hands on this compendium for the last 10 minutes. There's no way they can fake it for this many people.
Alright, it's the moment of truth. You can only hope that your theory is correct.
No, did he seriously?
What is it, Prosecutor Stillwind? What do you see?
What I see is Commander White seeking new enjoyment in the near... What I see is Commander White seeking new employment in the near future. It appears that the defense was correct. Valentina Janus isn't a mage, but Valerie Janus is... What's more, Valerie Janus' compendium contains the Mend Wound spell, which makes the defense theory entirely plausible. Please, just allow me to explain. I should allow you to explain what exactly. You're an unregistered mage, and you and your sister have made fools out of us. It's with your perjury. How would you know what it's like, Lady Stillwind? What? Do you think we didn't notice your name? You're not like us. You don't have to hide. Whatever. This whole stash has gotten out of hand. I didn't see hiding it would cause so much trouble. I'll let someone go to prison because of me, even if he is a necromancer. Let's let me testify about what I saw. I'll tell you what exactly happened that day.
Very well. But understand that there will be repercussions for your actions, witness.
Yes, I know.
Witness testimony.
My sister and I were walking in the hallway from the kitchen to foyer. Then I suddenly spotted the professor lying in the pool of blood in the nearby classroom. Valentina used the communication device to call for help while I tried to save her. I saw that she was bleeding, so I cast Mend Wounds to her, to close her wounds. But it was too late. I closed the hole in her stomach, but she was already dead.
There was a hole in your stomach. Your Honor, as you can clearly see from the witness testimony, the trace of necromancy was left by the witness, not my client. What's more, it's clear that there was a physical wound at the body. I see, well... His words trail off. He clearly doesn't want to pass the verdict when there's no clear culprit. But he has no choice. The case against Wallace is predicated on Bellwether being killed by necromancy. With further testimony, the prosecution doesn't have a shadow of evidence implicating him. Very well. The House has no reason to prolong this trial. With this new developments, the court has no choice but to find Wallace and if not...
Objection!
Oh, come on, ma'am.
I believe the court has ignored one key detail of the witness testimony.
And what would that be, Miss Stillwind?
Let's re-examine the witness testimony. Valentina used a communication device to call for help while I tried to save her. I thought that she was bleeding, so I cast mend wounds to her. On her to close her wounds. But it was too late. I closed the hole in her stomach. But she was already dead. The communication device that Valentina and Janus used logs the time of day during each time. From this log, one knows that Valentina used this device at 3:04 p.m. This was an hour after the time of death.
Where are you going with this?
Mr. Cuthbert, there was a witness who saw the victim before the body was found. Young Hughes. He, along with another witness, spotted Bellwether walking in the hallways before the body was found.
When I was cleaning the halls, Bellwether knocked over the vase. There were shards and dirt everywhere. It was probably 20-30 minutes before the twins found the body.
20-30 minutes before the body was found. This is a discrepancy, Mr. Cuthbert.
Wait, that can't be right. Bellwether died more than an hour before the body was found. So how did Jan see her half an hour after her death?
I wonder, Mr. Cuthbert, how could one make a dead body move and walk around?
No, you can't mean...
There was more than one piece of evidence that pointed to Necromancy committing the crime. The defendant murdered the victim and used Necromancy to animate her corpse.
And on that, created within the Imperial Academy? How reprehensible!
That's ridiculous! She had a hole in her stomach when the twins found her. Jan, you have noticed that.
Animate caused the flow of blood, so she wouldn't have tracked blood anywhere. The defendant also proficient with illusion magic. You could easily use an illusion spell to hide the undead Bellwether wounds.
But another party could have easily used illusion magic to disguise himself as the victim.
If that were true, how did they move the body to the classroom?
Miss Stillwind, if your theory is true, it would mean that murder occurred elsewhere. Murder occurred elsewhere. Was the Inquisition happen to nowhere?
Regretfully, we do not know. We do not.
Since the prosecution case against my client is still faulty, you can't convict my client without more evidence. I agree with Miss Cuthbert. With Mr. Cuthbert, with this new development, the court sees it fit to suspend the trial for the time being. We'll give law enforcement time to investigate this unknowns. Court proceedings to this case will resume tomorrow morning. Court is adjourned. Well. Well, what else sometime?
Hey, are you feeling okay?
A body is seen moving around after an hour after death. It clearly wasn't Bellwether. Or, at the very least, she wasn't alive when this happened. So, what was it?
Tyrion?
There's illusion magic involved. There has to be. But which spell was it? Could it have been illusory disguise?
Tyrion!
Huh? What?
You've been quiet since the trial ended. You're making me worried.
Sorry, I was thinking about what's still been said.
You mean about her Tyrion? It's a little creepy when you think about it. Do you really think someone turned the professor into an undead?
I don't think so. The prosecution case is hinged on one clear fact. That Waltz was the only high-level necromancer nearby. We have to assume that he was the only... We have to assume he is the only person capable of using this type of magic.
But then how was she walking around?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. It's given that Wallace didn't touch the body, so we can discount the use of high-level necromancy.
No matter what, someone used an illusion. But aren't the spells that can create freestanding illusions, not just disguises?
I honestly don't know. We need to talk to someone who knows about this type of magic. Wait, didn't Iris say that she was studying illusion magic? She might be able to tell us if something like that is possible.
Is it really a good idea?
What do you mean?
What if she's the one who created the illusion?
What? You're detecting fear from her again. Celeste, are you scared of Alice? Iris?
What? No!
I saw it this morning too. You always get really scared when she's around.
Oh, I thought I was doing a better job of hiding it. Sorry, it's not based on anything real, but... For years I've been working as a mercenary. When you do that kind of work, you build up an instinct or a sense of danger. You kind of have to if you want to stay alive.
Sorry, I never knew.
Tyrion, I've got literal monsters that barely escaped with my life. But when I'm near Iris, well, none of the sketches come even close. I get this feeling, it's like I'm in front of predators that couldn't even hope to beat. That I couldn't even hope to beat. Every instinct I have tell me to run whenever she's close by.
Really? But she doesn't seem that dangerous.
I know. I think maybe you're just anxious or something. I should know better than anyone not to judge people by their appearance. Sorry, forget I said anything. If you think we should talk to her, then we shouldn't do that.
You not want to discount Celeste's instincts. She has been reliable, and if Eris is making her scared, that must mean something. But if Eris really is that dangerous, then that's all the more reason to talk to her. But aside from that, there was also something else that the prosecutor said.
Mr. Cuthbert, there was a witness who saw the victim before the body was found, Jan Hughes. He, along another witness, spotted Belvazor walking in the hallway before the body was found.
She said along with another witness. That means there was another witness that saw Bellwether walking around.
Right. That probably isn't the most reliable witness. So lucky that other person might help us figure out what happened. But do you think Stillwind will tell us who that witness was?
At this point, we won't lose anything by trying. In any case, it looks like you have work to cut out for you. So, what should we start first? Yes, I would like to save the progress. I'm thinking. We have time, we have at least 1 hour, but I don't believe that we will finish it. Let's finish this episode in 1 hour. So we'll see.
Tyrion, what are we doing here?
I'm not sure. For some reason you felt drawn to this place.
Wait, is it Eris?
This puts Celeste points further into the cemetery. That you see Eris standing in front of the gravestone. She's placing flowers on it and appears to be chanting a short prayer.
Well, we found her.
We should probably talk to her later. It would be rude to disturb her now. As you're about to leave, Eris suddenly turns to face you. She's far away, but you can see her beckoning you over.
Oh, hello there. Were you two looking for me?
Sorry, we were looking for you. But we understand if you'd rather talk later.
No, we're just finishing up here. Do you have something you wanted to talk to me about?
Well, we wanted to ask you some questions about the case.
Oh? That was my first time watching a court trial. You're truly remarkable.
Thank you. Were you in the gallery?
Oh, always enjoy watching physical battles in the theater. But I see now that battles of wits can be just as entertaining to watch.
Entertaining?
Yeah, I know what you mean. Mrs. Willard starts stacked against him, but then he suddenly pulls out his crazy deduction and steals the trial in his favor.
I never really thought of it like that.
But I'm sure it's far more entertaining to be the one making the deductions.
I'm not really sure what you mean. I practice law so that I can help those persecuted by the justice system. I don't really do it to entertain myself.
Was it really true? Did you find the experience even the least bit entertaining, Tyrion?
The thing was there once again. I would really put it that way.
You're far too modest. You save people from clutches of death. To your clients, you might as well be knight in shining armor.
What is this metaphor? Are you like an ancient evil being and he's like the paladin? Here you said you were studying illusion magic.
I am. Do you want to ask me about the persecution theory?
Yes, actually. How did you know?
It was easy to guess after seeing you in the courthouse. Anyways, disguising as undead with illusion is definitely possible. As Lady Stillman said, illusion disguise would be the best spell to use for that.
What if someone created a freestanding illusion?
A freestanding illusion?
Yeah. We know Wallace didn't animate or disguise the Professor corpse. So what if the illusion wasn't disguising anything? Maybe someone created a freestanding illusion of Bellwether walking around.
For something like that, one would probably use major illusion.
Major illusion, skull illusion, mill lasso incantation, gesture none, until this duration until dispelled? Concentration, yes. Creates a three-dimensional illusion. The illusion can take a form of any object or creature that can be contained in 10 feet cube. While concentrating, the caster can animate and move an image to a different location within range. The illusion is pretty visual and can be physically touched. I'm sure the illusion put illusion on one of the constructs. Huh.
What is it?
I don't think major illusion is what we're looking for. Do you remember what Jan said?
I was clearing a mess in the hallways. Bellwether knocked over the waste and there were shots and dirt everywhere.
If the Bellwether that Jan saw was a major illusion, then she couldn't have knocked over the vase. Illusions created by the spell don't have any mass.
I see. How perceptive of you. Are there any other illusion spells that have... Aren't there any other illusion spells that do have mass? No, illusions can only recreate visual and auditory sensations. But isn't a single illusion spell that someone can touch. So that means that someone disguised something to make it look like Bellwether. Where's the look of suspicion, Celeste? Sorry, I wasn't... Calm down, I'm only joking. I don't blame you for considering every possibility. In fact, I'm flattered you think I'm capable of pulling off such elaborate ruse.
Anyways, that does tell us one important thing.
What's that?
The Bellwether's young soul had a physical mass to it. It wasn't a freestanding illusion, it was someone or something disguised as Bellwether. Mission statement. 30 minutes before Jan's twins found the body, Bellwether walked past Jan in the west wing hallway. He was in her path, so she showed him out of the way. After that, she knocked over a vase and shattered it. And though Jan didn't say anything to her, she yelled at him, "Be quiet!" After this interaction, she walked into the lecture hall to be. The Bellwether which Jan Hughes must have been disguised with an illusion. In addition to that, whoever he saw today was physically there.
Huh? It's quite a shame, isn't it?
Eris looks pensively at the gravestone. The name on the stone says Emily Grant, and her lifetime appears to be awfully short. She must have only been 12 years old when she died. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Was she someone you knew?
Not personally, I'm actually here on Wallace's behalf. Wallace knew her? Wallace joined the academy as part of the program run by the headmaster Redmond. At the time, the headmaster was reaching out to mages among the common folk. He had stated a program to admit these mages to the academy without having them to pay tuition. Her family and Wallace were among those mages. Wow, that must have been an amazing opportunity for them. The truth is, neither of them actually cared about learning magic. The real problem was that Emily had a terminal illness. She and Wallace were poor orphans, and they obviously didn't have the resources to treat it. But if they enrolled in the academy,
The academy would be obligated to give her medical treatment.
the Imperial Academy teaches the best mages in the kingdom. They thought that was curing her illness would be easy task for the academy healers. But they were mistaken, I'm afraid. I'm sure you know this by now, but the healing spells can only treat wounds. They can't cure illnesses. Emily's condition only got worse over the years, and eventually she succumbed to her illness. Wallace was furious. He detested why the kingdom was out learning magic that could save lives.
And that's why he decided to learn it himself.
Yes, the headmaster was inspired by Wallace's resolve. He gave him access to the academy forbidden types of forbidden tomes of necromancy. And Wallace taught himself the spells that he knows today. So that's why. It was supposed to stay secret between him and the headmaster. But I'm sure you know how that turned out.
Again, I wish we could cut her at some point. What do you think about this?
Sajeas, really now? I can tell you everything you need to get through this case. What would be the fun in that?
Okay. Either she's done it or she's made, created the situation that made this case happen. Nothing. 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 She's not gonna help me in any way. I need to ask someone else.
Oh, it's you, Mr. Cuthbert.
Stelvin, what are you doing here?
After what happened at the trial yesterday, I decided it would be best to start my investigation here.
Right. Boss was in the library for the entire morning. So it would make sense that she starts her search here.
Actually, since I have you here, have you seen Eris Silmater anywhere? It's my understanding that you're both acquainted with her, with each other.
Eris? What do you want with her?
It's not for anything serious, mind you. It's just that Oath Commander lost her spell compendium. Now we need her to produce another one for our records. If you see her, please let her know that we'd like to speak to her.
I saw her really in the cemetery nearby, but I have no idea where she is now.
Once again, I have to compensate for that idiot mistakes. Anyway,
Anyways, I was wondering if I could ask you some question about the case.
very well, I suppose I still need to honor our deal from earlier.
Have you had any luck finding the scene of the crime?
Unfortunately, I haven't. From the witness testimonies, we have a rough idea of what route Bellwether took. But none of the rooms we checked have any signs of struggle. Why are you so sure that struggle happened? I'm mainly basing that of the Janus sister testimonies. Beverly in particular noticed that the bleeding came from the wound in her stomach. Regrettably, the body wounds were mended. So we can determine what kind of weapon was the murderer used.
During the trial, you mentioned that another witness saw Bellwether walking around yesterday. Would you be willing to tell us who that person is?
I'm sorry, but I can't tell you that.
You caught a little off guard. You've been pretty transparent with your investigation so far. What changed?
I have no obligation to justify myself to you. But I have an obligation to help the opposition.
Did we have a deal? Had information that exactly seemed fair to us?
I believe I've given you plenty of information already. So regardless of what I said before, that I still know.
Her family is dangerous. Zayevko got just a thought from her. Her family is dangerous. What does that mean? Is there someone about this witness family that you're worried about? No, this could be faint.
I'm sorry, but you have to try harder than that if you want to bluff me.
She referred to the witness as her. Furthermore, she said that her family is dangerous. Why would she go to such length to hide the witness identity? In any case, it's like she's not willing to share more at the moment. Maybe you should try looking somewhere else. Well... You spent some time wandering through the academy when you overheard a conversation from a nearby room.
From what I understand, Miss Stillwind has already moved the investigation elsewhere. How long must I wait before I can retrieve my things?
Sorry, all time my orders and orders. The game's seen on out. This case is over and done with.
Commander White, and the headmaster too.
Oh, hello, Mr. Cuthbert.
I get
In any case, there are other matters I must attend to. Please inform me when I can reclaim my things.
sure.
This is like Commander White is standing guard in front of this locker room. And it doesn't look like he's conducting any sort of investigation. Is he here on Stillwind's orders? He might be able to tell you who this secret witness is. What was the headmaster talking to you about? I need to drink.
Supposedly, he has some items stored in one of the faculty lockers. The problem is, Steven said no one gets in or out of this room. Except for her and you two, apparently. Sure, they will let the other knights in here.
Really? Is it normal?
Nope. But Sixtus rarely are when she's calling the shots.
Why would she give you access to the crime scene if she wasn't even letting the knights in? Stillwind orders. With the exception of you and Celeste McCoy, Prosecutor Stillwind isn't allowing anyone inside key areas of the Academy. She's even allowing the Knights of the Inquisition within these areas. She happens to be conducting the investigation single-handedly.
I don't know what her deal is, but she's been acting strange lately. She's been a real paranoid, that girl. Frankly, I can't tell what's going through her head.
You mentioned that the prosecutor has been paranoid lately. Do you think that has something to do with the case?
Nah, it started way before that. That usually uses the Inquisition to investigate a lot of non-magical homicides.
What? Wouldn't it be easier to work with the relevant law enforcement for that?
I don't know why, but she convinced that these cases have magic involved. But we scanned each and every one of these crime scenes, the secret up. I got to say though, if it weren't for the scans, I'm actually agree with her.
Why do you say that?
Those homicide, I would even seen anything like them. They probably some of the most screwball cases I ever handled. But all these cases, we had also a disgruntled spouse. She found out that her man was going around with a barkeep. And you know what the spouse does? She steals the poor woman. She started living in totally on there she worked. The barkeep told City Watch all about what was happening. But no matter how much they stuck out the town, they couldn't never catch the prep. Then one day the barkeep arrived home. But little did she know the past was waiting there for her. The poor lady never had a chance. Then to tie the whole thing together, the spouse waited for her husband to get home. She
Damn.
She cooks him a big roast using the barkeep remains.
Yikes.
Wow, the story is pretty.
I know. Still haven't seen someone develop a new type of magic that can control people's minds. And this homicide was some kind of sick test run.
Magic that can control people's minds?
But wouldn't Mage Blade make more sense?
Mage Blade?
When a mage uses their magic, it can have pretty bad consequences for the mind. They temporarily lose grip of reality and begin seeing things that aren't there. When a mage becomes like that, it almost never ends well. They enter a frenzy and begin fighting spells randomly, which only makes it worse.
I've seen my fair share of mage blood cases, and this isn't like that. Not all of the press were mages. The ones that were didn't even use their magic. One thing was that issue of the press seems to wake up after we arrested them. All of them said things like it wasn't me, but I didn't have a choice.
They didn't have a choice? What could that mean?
I doubt it could mean anything. I doubt it means anything. Sometimes people can face the things they done. It's easier to say that you had no control than to take responsibility.
You wonder what you can mislead the You wonder if you can mislead the commander into revealing who the secret witness is. During the trial, Miss Stillman mentioned that someone other than Jan Hughes saw Bellwether walking around. Have you seen them around lately? Wanted to speak with them.
Nice try, kid.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Honestly, I couldn't tell you if I wanted to. I don't think anyone else that still knows who the witness is. I sure still don't.
Well, she wasn't hiding it from Inquisition Commander? Why is she being so secretive? It looks like the commander doesn't know who the secret witness is either.
This isn't getting us anywhere.
Still in behavior is strange though. Because you could try analyzing her behavior. If you do that, you might be able to find a way to convince her to help you. Okay? Stillman's behavior has been strange this time around. She's hiding elements to the case even from the commander. Anyone can tell that she doesn't have much faith in him.
I'm standing right here.
But this is the first time I've seen her hide key details of case from him. What is motivating Stillman to keep secrets? There has to be a reason why she's being so secretive. Paranoia. Her actions must be driven by paranoia. She's been hiding information about the case. There's only one reason why she wouldn't utilize the Inquisition like she usually does. It's because she doesn't trust them.
I hate to say it, but it doesn't really surprise me. She has been standoffish with us.
But there's one exception. Who has still been trusted for this There are individuals who should trusted more than the Inquisition during this case. Tyrion and Celeste, the Headmaster, Wallace, Commander White. Shall let us investigate the crime scene without any restrictions.
Yeah, I never really thought about that. Does she trust us that much?
I don't think personal trust is the reason. Why does Tilwyn trust us this time? But not usually interact with her. She worked with the Inquisition on plenty of cases that weren't even involved in. Tyrion, Wallace, Stillwind, Headmaster, is Ample. Wait. Wallace, Stillwind, the Headmaster, Tyrion, Wallace, Stillwind. Capable of member. Wallace isn't capable of no. The Headmaster is controlled by the nobility. No, that's the key. We don't have any such. I would still win trust this time around. It's a faculty. Wait. The Headmaster Tyrion. Member of faculty. Tyrion isn't a member of nobility? No. Wait, Wallace isn't a member of the nobility? No. Capable of murder? Capable of using magic? No. Wait. Ability, faculty, inquisition. Stillwind? The Headmaster isn't member of faculty? Is it member? No. Stillwind isn't member of what? No. Isn't member of Inquisition? No. What's this? The Headmaster is ability capable of using magic? What I have done? I'm subject to corruption. No, that's not. Tyrion isn't controlled by using magic. Wait, the Headmaster is controlled by using magic. No. Wait, who? Wallace is controlled? I'm stuck. What's the right logic? Why does Tilden trust us this time? Tyrion isn't capable of using magic? Isn't controlled? We don't trust to anyone subject to corruption. How does it make Tilden trust us this time around? Employee of the faculty? It isn't a member of nobility? there is a key difference between us as the Inquisition and us to anyone who don't have aren't subjects to corruption. Why would that make still want us this time around? Employee. The headmaster is employee of the nobility. Is employee of the nobility? But come on. Ah. Isn't capable of using magic? Ability? Control by ability? Okay, Tyrion isn't controlled by the nobility. Oh, well, here it is. Still, he doesn't know much about us, but she does know that we aren't prone to noble corruption.
Right, you indicted a noble during the last case.
Meanwhile, the Inquisition usually bends to the nobility whims.
Well, I can argue with you, Adam.
What can you infer about the secret witness? Using my insight, I could tell that she's worried about the witness family. And if she's worried about corruption from nobility, that can only mean one thing. The witness is a noble. The witness has not belonged to a noble family. That's why she's so wary of interference.
But we're obviously not going to do anything corrupt. Why is she hiding the witness identity from us?
I recall seeing a thought through her eye.
Sorry after what I said before, that is still...
No, her family is dangerous. I think she's worried about our safety.
Yeah, I guess getting noble could put you in danger. But
I am the protege of the infamous Ruby Timona.
Yeah, it looks as we aren't already on the nobility bad side. Which of the Pierce family still has it out for us?
This can only mean that the family we're dealing with is even more powerful than House Pierce. If the prosecutor is wary of them, they could even be powerful as the Steelwinds.
wait, the devil you think we're dealing with one of the four pillars.
4 pillars?
It's the name people use for the top of the noble houses. These families stand at the top of the kingdom aristocracy. If I recall correctly, the 4 pillars are House Fraga, House Von Sanctus, House Sibyl, and House Steelwind.
Steelwind is a part of one of them?
Yeah, which makes it so much weirder that she's serving as a prosecutor.
The 4 pillar families. The 4 pillars refer to the 4 most powerful noble houses. These houses are Steelwind, Fraga, Sanctus, and Sibyl. What is it?
Steelwind's would behavior all started after she investigated this room. Where is the Necromancy? She left to follow our lady. But an hour later she came back to the lecture hall and put everyone out.
Her behavior changed after investigating this room? That means that she found something here.
And that something must point to the family from the 4 pillars.
The commander looked a bit anxious.
You know, still as I say I can't snoop around here. But you two on the other hand,
Don't worry, just leave it to us.
I have some school records at my... They say which locker belongs to which student. You can use it to tell whose locker you're looking at.
Oh, there are Arcane students in the back here.
It's probably here to aid the students. Anyways, I don't think it's relevant to our investigation. But perhaps you should make a small note of it anyway. There happens to be an active Archicus in the Arcane locker room. Use the legends that the commander gave you. You look carefully across the list and find some notable student names. 5, Miriam Fraga, Sanctus Sibyl. Miriam Fraga, Warren Sibyl. Miriam Fraga? You open Wallace locker. Inside, you find a bottle of fragrant liquid and substance that looks like a makeup kit.
Huh? I didn't expect Wallace to use stuff like this.
It's not his. It's not his. Someone messed up the nameplate again. It does seem strange, but it's not your place to judge. Anyways, you should try looking through the other lockers. Use the legend the commander gave you. You look carefully across the list and find some notable student names. You open the locker with Miriam Fraga ID number. Inside you find a stack of Warner textbooks and notebooks. Wait a minute. Those notebooks all have Wallace's name on them. You open the notebook to look through the pages. It appears to be research on the art of necromancy. These are Wallace notebooks.
But why are they in Miriam Fraga locker? Did Miriam steal his things?
What's going on here? You and let's check the locker room more thoroughly.
Wait a minute. Tyrion, take a look at this.
That's blood. Evidence in the locker. There's a stain of blood inside the locker with Miriam Fraga ID number. Evidence is the locker but added to your notes. So they switch places. Ah. Jaden Von Sanctus. Inside you find several bottles of some kind of transport lotion. There's nothing but a lotion in here.
Oh.
I wonder why a student would need this much lotion. You take one of the bottles to inspect it more closely.
Wait, don't touch this with your hands.
It's some kind of sanitizing liquid. It's a little strange, but it doesn't be related to the case. Use the legends the commander gave you. You open Warren Sibyl locker. Inside you find some textbooks and a neatly stacked deck of tarot cards.
Oh, it's like this card that fortune tellers use.
I wonder if the students studied divination magic. But anyways, I don't think it's related to the case. Well, we checked everyone.
We found a few things. But I can't really make sense of any of it.
We should look at this from prosecutor's perspective. Steven found something in one of the lockers. Whose locker had the most suspicious evidence? And whatever that was, it made her extremely paranoid. Miriam Fraga? Wait. Yeah, Miriam Fraga.
No matter how we look at it, we found some extremely suspicious thing in Fraga's locker. It had Celeste, no? It had Wallace's notebook and even some blood.
But that blood is certainly strange. It implies that something bloody was stored there.
Do you think someone stole it?
No, actually... I think it was Stilwyn who took it.
Oh, right. Ori mentions that she investigated this room. She must have taken the bloody item as evidence.
Ah, it was a rapier. It was a rapier from Miriam Fraga. So... someone put it in Miriam... Wait, someone put it in... Wait. Someone put a bloody rapier to a Wallace locker, and then someone changed the nameplates or the other way around.
She must have taken the bloody item as evidence.
But with that said, there's something else that's strange about Miriam Fraga locker. It had a lot of Wallace possessions. It's possible that she really did steal these items from him. But it's more likely that this locker isn't actually hers. Remember what Wallace told us before? Sometimes the other student would steal the ID number of my locker. Then they switch it with the number of another locker. I thought it was funny when the student who owns that locker got angry with me.
so someone switched the templates?
This means this isn't Miriam Frega's locker, it's Wallace.
But that means that the bloody orange came from Wallace's locker.
It appears so. Evidence is lost. There's a stain of blood inside the locker with Miriam Frega ID number. This locker actually belonged to Wallace Nightgrave. Someone must have switched the ID numbers with Miriam locker. But is that true? Why didn't Steele present the bloody item during the trial? I proved that Belle was wounded before Valerie healed her. Wouldn't that have been the perfect time to present what she found? It was the bloody item found in the defender's locker after all. She could have easily proved the necklace was switched to.
Right, that is weird.
There's something more to this that you aren't seeing, but what? I think we'll just have to ask Steelwind ourselves. She's still at the library?
Oh, you're back.
Bank out of your things during our investigation. Miss Steelwind, are you acquainted with a student named Miriam Frega? I underestimated him.
I said it before, Mr. Cuthbert, I won't fall for such obvious bluff.
It's not a bluff, Miss Steelwind. And I'll prove it using the evidence we gathered. Yeah, we have your psychological profile. Area still psychological profile is complete. Steelwind is paranoid, but for whatever reason, it's due to the involvement of Miriam Frega. If you could convince her to reveal why she was being so secretive, she might give you more information. Start the argument with Arya Steelwind. You've been behaving strangely. Wait. You've been behaving strangely, Steelwind. Psychological profile. Steelwind is extremely logical and won't accept arguments that aren't supported by evidence. However, she has become secretive lately, and her actions seem to stem from paranoia. She's uneasy about the case elements that relate to Miriam Frega, and she's very inclined to hide Frega's involvement from the court at all costs. You've been behaving strangely, Steelwind. Even the Knight of the Inquisition have noticed. Please just tell me, why are you being so paranoid?
I'm not sure what you're trying to imply, Mr. Cuthbert.
Nothing about my behavior has changed?
I approach this case objectively, just like I have with every other case.
Your orders the Knights to stay away from the crime scene, and you've been taking it upon yourself to conduct the investigation yourself. Is it not normal behavior for the prosecutor?
I took those actions because the Inquisition is incompetent. How could I possibly trust them with anything?
The Knights are incompetent, but even you can see the value of delegation. During Celeste's case, you still delegated us to the Inquisition, and you could have easily investigated the McCoy Tavern yourself. This academy is huge. You wouldn't conduct your investigation this way unless you had a good reason.
Then why don't you enlighten me?
Why would I act in such a way?
What would cause me to behave so strangely?
You know that the Inquisition is corrupt and will bend to the nobility. So what would happen if a powerful noble were publicly involved in this case? Was it noble's influence that probably orders the Inquisition to conceal their involvement? A high-profile noble is involved in this case, Tailwind, and I believe that noble is Miriam Frega.
Again with this, do you think you can bluff me by turning out the names of random nobles? Not every noble is a malevolent criminal like Garrick Pierce. I said it before and I'll say it again.
My investigation doesn't involve the Fragas.
Nothing about this case has anything to do with House Frega.
But that's not true. Then how do you explain this? Tailwind? The commander told us that you were following the lead in the locker room yesterday. We investigated the lockers of students from the four people's families, and we found stains of blood in the lockers at Miriam Fraga ID number. And it was presumably left by a bloody object. The bloody object was taken by someone. I know here that you became extremely paranoid after you found something in the locker room. If I had to guess, it says that you took the bloody object as evidence.
And what evidence do you have to support these outrageous claims?
What?
The only thing you have is evidence of a bloodstain. There are myriad of explanations for that. Everything else you mentioned is pure speculation.
You can't prove that piece of evidence exists.
I could have found any number of things in that room, possibly nothing at all.
Your friend is very inclined to fight from at all costs. Logical and won't accept arguments that aren't supported by evidence, however, she has become secretive lately and has him from paranoia. If you don't present what you found difficult, you have no choice but to pull the honors onto the stand. Let's not be coy, Miss Tailwind. Anyone can tell the bloodstain is the most notable thing in that room. You hiding event, Miss Tailwind? Do you not see how wrong that is? She will have to put the order. You found an object in the locker with Miriam Fraga nameplate on it. If you don't present what you found to the court, you have no choice but to pull the owner of that locker onto the stand.
That's ridiculous. Who would know that the locker in question belongs to Wallace Nightgrave?
Can you unequivocally prove that, Miss Tailwind? Because the way I see it, there are a lot of room of doubt there. Enough doubt for me to pull Miss Fraga into the witness stand. But if I had more context, maybe I wouldn't have to resort to that. Argument 1. But I don't like threatening someone, but we have to do it to get to the truth.
Well played, Mr. Cuthbert. I suppose I don't have a choice, do I?
You successfully persuaded Tyrion Tailwind. The truth, please.
Just so we're clear, I wasn't acting to protect the nobility. But I'll admit that Miriam Fraga was the other witness that saw Bellwether that day.
I see. I had some suspicions, but
That's also another matter.
still it looks uneasy.
When I was investigating the body, I found this.
Evidence of academic dishonesty? A tightly packed folder containing several documents. The documents contain evidence detailing multiple instances of plagiarism, fraud, bribery of school officials, and various other offenses committed by Miriam Fraga. Oh, that's the motive that Bellwether was killed. What's up?
So has Miriam been cheating at school?
But why would Bellwether have something like this?
From the way I arranged, I think it might have been blackmail. Miriam Fraga is considered prodigy in the practice of conjuration magic. She won a litany of awards, and she will most definitely graduate with honors. If these files were to reach the public, it absolutely ruins her reputation. Do you think that the professor was trying to threaten her? It appears so. When I discovered that several elements of the case were still unknown, I decided to look through her belongings. I mistakenly looked through the locker with her ID. I found this in that locker.
Bloody repair. Repair covered in blood. It was found in Wallace Nightgrave's locker. Apparently, it's a valuable family heirloom to House Fragga. It was supposed stolen by Miriam Fragga weeks before the murder. This is...
It's very likely that this is the murder weapon. This repair is a valuable family heirloom to House Fragga. And a few weeks ago, Miriam reports that the repair was stolen from her room. And then it was found in Wallace's locker.
Not that I'm complaining, but why didn't you present this in court?
To be honest, I like to avoid the Dwarf House Fragga by any means necessary. I knew it. You're just protecting her, aren't you? Miss McCoy, do you recall how avant-garde justice system works? To acquit a defendant, you need...
I hate this word. God, I'm sure it's really rarely used.
You need to unequivocally prove that they didn't commit the crime. To do that, they either need a solid alibi,
Or we need to prove that someone else committed the murder.
what do you suppose will happen if you bring Miriam Fragga onto the stand? House Fragga won't allow Orbit members to be indicated in the court of law. They'll plant and force evidence to implicate your defendant, and they'll use the Inquisition to do so.
So that's why you've been keeping them away from the investigation.
Can't you do anything? The Stillwinds are powerful too, aren't they?
Not so much.
I don't have the support of my house. Right now, I'm just a persecutor, nothing more. Stillwind, you know that this isn't fair to us. Just do nothing and let us win.
Celeste,
If we can go after Miriam, then you can at least help us save Wallace. I'm not going to do that. Why? What if Miriam Fragga is the real killer? Her suit is a murder weapon and Bellwether was trying to blackmail her. I seem to recall another case when an aspersus suit was used to frame them. That... As a prosecutor, it's not my place to decide who's guilty and who's not. I would engage in corruption. Even it's to counter corruption from another noble house. I'm sorry.
do you know where Miriam is right now?
Did you hear what I just said? You can't let her think that there's even the slightest possibility you'll indict her. She'll bring the entire wrath of House Fragga down on you.
Regardless, I can do anything for Wallace unless I know everything that happened. Fragga has to be the last piece I need to put everything together.
Well, I suppose I don't have much of a choice, do I? Her domino is room 107. I imagine she'll be there considering classes suspended.
Thank you, Stillwind.
If I don't tell you, I'm sure you'll probably just find out using some other means. But please, Mr. Cuthbert, be careful.
You follow Miss Stillwind's direction to find Miriam Fragga's dorm room. The door leading inside seems a lot more ornately decorated than the most other dorms. You go to knock on the door, but you don't realize that it's only partially closed. As your fist comes into contact with wood, you accidentally push the door wide open.
Excuse me, how dare you barge into my room?
The sisters have no respect. Sorry, I meant to knock, but...
Construct, remove the hoodlums from my room.
Acknowledged.
From the corner of the room, an Arcane stands up and starts making its way towards you. Before you can protest, it raises its fist to hit you. But Celeste gets involved. You only have enough time to raise your arms and brace yourself for the impact. You close your eyes and wait for the blow. But instead you hear a clang of steel against steel. Confused, you open your eyes to see Celeste standing between you and the construct. Her sword is drawn and she's using it to block construct fists. Upon taking a closer look at Celeste, the student stares curiously at her.
Construct, stand down.
Acknowledged.
I'm terribly sorry for that. I wasn't aware that this was your servant.
Celeste looks angry but pushes away her sword without a word.
I haven't noticed you around campus. Are you a new student?
If she has personal attendant, she must be important.
What?
You see an opportunity. Yes, my master just enrolled here recently.
What?
So let's give you a puzzled look, but you make a silent gesture back. After a moment, she seems to realize what you're doing.
Yes, I just started here. I take it you Miriam Fraga? Yes, I'm honored that you recognize me.
Miriam Frege, student, noble, arrogant.
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, miss. I'm Celeste. Celeste.
She catches herself in puzzle for a awkward moment.
Steelwind. I'm Celeste Steelwind.
You can't believe her. There's no way she's going to believe.
Steelwind? Ah, it's a pleasure to meet another member of such esteemed house.
She must be from Branch family, maybe I can use her. Wait, she actually buying this?
I just moved in, and I thought that I should introduce myself. Seeing has used it of study in the field of conjuration. Conjugation.
Conjuration!
Yes.
Well, there's no backing out now. Miss Frege, I was wondering if we could ask you some question about...
Excuse me, I don't believe anyone has permitted you to speak.
Oh, here we go. Celeste is smiling, but you can faintly hear her grinding her teeth together.
So, we heard about what happened to Professor Bellwether. I can't believe it. Yes, it's quite tragic what happened to her. She has always been an acquaintance of House Frege.
She appears to be more receptive to Celeste. It might be better to let her take the lead on the questioning.
We heard that you saw her on the day of the murder. Can you tell us more about what happened? Oh, you heard about it from your relative, did you? If you don't mind me asking, why are you so interested?
She's not like Harry, is she?
Oh, you know, I'm just curious and all. You know how uneventful life can be sometimes? Being a noble and all.
Alright, tone it down.
Oh, is that so? I was worried you were going down the same path as that poor confused area.
What does she mean by that?
But I'm in the middle of study break anyways. I suppose I have some time to sate your curiosity. Professor, please, prepare some tea. Use it, lotus tea. We imported from the Eastern Kingdoms.
She could be useful if I can win her favor.
Acknowledged.
And the hell's it doing the manual task?
Lotus tea? You have lotus juice?
You feel like you're slowly losing control of the situation.
I hear that you saw the professor on the day of the murder. How did this happen? I was in a hallway when I saw her coming out of the headmaster's office. She was heading towards the library. Do you remember what time this happened? Oh, I'm really not sure, honestly. It's a little embarrassing, but I have a bad habit of getting too absorbed in my work. Sometimes I let entire hours pass without noticing.
Do you have a rough idea at least?
I think it was in the morning.
She thinks it was in the morning.
But anyways, did anything seem off about her? No, it was a short encounter. I merely greeted her, and she responded in kind.
Or at least that's what should have happened. That thought just now, what does it mean? You slowly glance at Celeste and catch her attention. In small motions, you shake your head to indicate that Miriam is holding something back.
Are you and the professor really on good terms? She was pretty mean towards the other students. That was a riff-raff, maybe, but not the students like us. She was a great ally to the House Frege. To House Frege.
Or at least she used to be.
That's why we were planning on appointing her as a new headmaster.
Wait, what did you just say?
Wait, what did you just say? You just said that your family was going to appoint Bellwether as a new headmaster. Oh, I'm surprised you didn't know. House Frega holds several seats on the Academy Board. We're making plans to have you replace that loud Redmond.
They were going to sack the headmaster?
Did Headmaster Redmond know about this? No, of course not. This was part of a large-scale plan. Along with Redmond, we were also going to replace all the staff members with arcane constructs.
Ah, that. What's that? Jan heard.
We had to keep everything under wraps, or else the help would have left prematurely. And where would that leave us?
But Jan supposedly overheard Bellwether talking about the contracts. Did Bellwether prematurely reveal the plan, or was Jan lying about how he found out?
But alas, with Bellwether gone, we'll have to delay our plans.
So the motive would be for Headmaster to get rid of Bellwether if he ever find out about this plan. As Freg was planning to fire Headmaster Redmond and replace him with Catherine Bellwether, they were also planning to fire all of the Academy staff and replace them with Arcane constructs. It was supposed to be kept a secret, but according to Jan, Bellwether revealed this plan to the Headmaster during the meeting a few weeks ago. Huh.
So we had that area to repair as evidence for the case. Can you believe her? She still won't give it back to me! My father will have my head if I can get it back soon. How did it even become a part of the investigation anyways? I don't know! Aria won't tell me anything! I swear, if the Necromancy was the one who stole it, I'll execute him myself! So someone did steal it from you? Yes, from right out of my room. When did this happen? About a few weeks ago. And that's when I came back from one of my classes. Somebody removed the repair from its display case in my room.
How did they get into your room in the first place?
Do you think someone used magic to teleport past the door? Please! I'm a master of conjuration magic. If someone attempted that, my enchantment would have shunted them out.
This means the thief came through one of the doors or windows.
Alright, it was that necromancer. I'm sure a street child like him just knows how to pick a lock.
Ah, she's angry.
I hear that you're one of Academy top students. Your grades must be amazing. Of course, as an inheritor of House Frega, my grades are impeccable.
It feels good to have my greatness recognized, or she's cheating. Oh wait, no, she's just happy that someone called her great. That's strange, you don't see anything contradictory through the of the system. You make a gesture towards Celeste to continue praising her.
Oh, what kind of magic do you study here? You must be joking, I'm studying magic from School of Conjuration. Just like most members of my house. The School of Conjuration. This is a type of magic that specializes in spatial manipulation and teleportation, right? Yes, I consider myself quite the expert in that field. Why, the Crown Prince himself has asked for my assistance in research study.
It's nice to work with someone of my caliber. Again, you don't see any signs that contradict what she's saying. Does it mean that she's not lying? If she's smart enough to get the Crown Prince's attention, no, it should be cheating. For more attention?
You said something about my wayward relative before. Were you talking about Arian? Oh, I'm terribly sorry if I offended you, but I'm sure I must pain you to see the way that she's been acting lately. Yes, it's been extremely hard.
Hang on there, Celeste.
Did you know that she even interrogated me about the murder yesterday? Can you believe it? I still running around the crime scene like a common knight. Now if I tried something like that, my father would disown me.
She's angry? Does an ability not approve of still when becoming a prosecutor? You always thought that it was strange. What is motivating her to do this?
Honestly, she probably thinks she can do anything just because of her betrothed.
Aster deserves better. And she's angry? Jealous? Maybe? Celeste's eyes perk up upon hearing this. You'd be lying if you weren't also curious about who this Aster is. But you should have a stern look that tells her to stay focused. You can't risk blowing your cover for some gossip.
You have an Arcane construction in your room. Also, they only had them in library and locker room. This counts that was a gift from House Von Sanctus. I have to say, they're quite convenient to have around. They look really cool, maybe I should get one. You should! A construct would be far more useful than that attendant of yours.
Hang us there, Celeste.
Unfortunately, there are still some issues with their intelligence. Their intelligence? There are issues when you give them complex commands. It might be easier to show you. Medium to the construct and begins gesturing towards it. Construct, please retrieve my textbooks and bring them here. Then, cast Steelwind Strike at this location. After that, retrieve some plates and set them out of the stable.
Acknowledged.
What?
The construct stands up and retrieves Miriam textbooks from one of the shelves in the room. It brings them to the table you're sitting at, just like she ordered. But then, it suddenly stopped moving.
Wait, what happened? The construct obviously can't cast Steelwind Strike, so my second command was impossible to carry out. But did you know something else? It did not your third command too? Correct. My third command was possible to carry out. So why did it ignore that command? Construct execute a series of commands in order they are given. But let's say one of these tasks is impossible to complete. When the construct gets to the task, it will deem to ensure series impossible to complete. As a result, it will stop executing the series altogether. So if a task in a series of commands is impossible, then that command will interrupt the sequence of commands? Exactly!
Construct logic limitation. Arcane construct process tasks that they are given to complete task ABC. It will process each of these tasks individually. If task B is impossible, then construct won't realize this until it reaches task B. Then it reaches task B, it will deem to entire series of commands is impossible and stop what it's doing, even without attention to the complete task C. Lady Steelwind, I'm afraid we must leave now if we want to make our next engagement.
Oh, right! Let's go, servant. Oh, let me know already. It was a pleasure talking to you. Yeah, sure. I hope to see you around.
You make your way back to the foyer with Celeste. With all the time you spent, you only have a brief amount of time before night falls.
Are you sure you didn't want to talk to her more? We were getting a lot out of her.
We already got a lot of useful information out of her. The more time we spend with her, the more likely she is to see through our ruse.
Right.
So, why Steelwind?
I don't know, I panicked. Harry is like the only noble I know.
What about Pierce?
I'm not using the creep's name.
Well, hopefully Steelwind doesn't mind us borrowing her name.
And we got her statement to what she saw that day.
There's also what she said about her appear.
I bet she was lying when she said it was stolen. She was probably trying to establish an alibi.
I'm not so sure.
How do you say that?
It doesn't feel... Doesn't it feel too obvious? If she was lying about the repair being stolen, that would imply that she planned all of this in advance. But if she had to choose a murder weapon, why would she choose something that literally has her name on it? I understand if the murder was spur of the moment decision, she might just use something nearby in this case. But if this was a premeditated murder committed by Miriam, that repair would be the last weapon she would choose.
Right, I guess that makes sense.
There's also the evidence of academic dishonesty. It doesn't match up what we heard from Miriam.
You mean all the stuff about working with the Crown Prince? She's probably just making things up to look good in front of me.
I have an insight when it comes to things like this. I don't know, with circumstances I could usually tell when someone is lying. And a lie as grandiose as that would be something I would definitely see through. People can subconsciously shield themselves from eye of horrors, even if they don't know about it. But when they do that, you usually can't see any thoughts from them. You also saw that she was lying about her encounter with Bellwether. You'd seen dissonant thoughts if she was lying about her grades.
Well, I guess I'll trust your insight. But what does this mean?
I don't know. Even with everything we found, I'm still not sure who the real culprit is. At the very least, I think we should still try to pull Miriam onto the stand. If she testifies in court, I might be able to find something I can use. But that's a big maybe. If you don't play your cards right, you might spook the Fragas, you might spook the Fragas enough for them to pay off the judge.
Either way, it's getting late. We'll probably have to tune in soon.
Yeah. You just hope you did enough to acquit Wallace. Yes, I would like to save my game, and I will save and stop here. Because it was 4 hours, and this section probably will be around 2, maybe, possibly. I'm not sure. So yeah, I won't have neither stamina or ways to continue. So we will continue this later. In a week. In a week. We'll continue this all in a week. So, oh boy. How tiresome it was. Thank you everyone who visited the stream. Everyone who will watch this VOD. If you want this channel to live and grow, please support me here on other social medias. Do share my videos with anyone we're sharing. On platforms from, I suppose, YouTube to True and Twitter to whatsoever, because Twitch isn't working, at least not today. I don't know why. Maybe I'll have completely to move to only one, or maybe only these 2 platforms. We will see. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next videos and streams.